What's good? Y'all know the vibes, man. Fist Vegas. You know what? I've come to the conclusion every time I don't say my intro, I come off. It's whack. I should have just said this is the hardest voice of sports. You know what I'm saying? So every time I try and introduce myself without doing my intro, it don't sound right. You know what I'm saying? It don't. I gotta stop doing that. You know what I'm saying? I really do. But we got a good show today. Got my man Eli Racks coming through. He's getting his equipment taken care of right now. Soon as he gets set up, he gonna pop in. We're gonna talk about these Giants. A whole lot of dumb things been going on this week. You know what I'm saying? Got Saquon Barkley acting like Kyrie Irving. You know, allegedly, we still got who knows with the Joe Judge situation, to be honest with you. He could be fired. He could not be fired. Who knows? We got to talk about these draft picks because the Bears want to mess around, win a game that they had no business winning. So allegedly the Giants' strength of schedule has been like, what is it? The strongest, the weakest? Whatever. Just stupid. So, we got to talk about the draft. We got some things to talk about. And, I need to continue to defend my stance on general managers. I'm tired of the whole general manager talk. Like, enough. It doesn't matter how good or bad the draft is, man. If Daniel Jones and Joe Judge don't do their job, we still gonna suck. We can draft 10 Hall of Famers, and if Daniel Jones is trash and Joe Judge is trash, we still gonna lose. So this whole we need a general manager thing. It's a bit overrated. We need to focus on the on-field product. You know what I'm saying? It's about what you do on the field. It ain't about who picking the players. It ain't about who own the team. None of that matters on Sunday. You know what matters on Sunday? Is Daniel Jones going to throw a touchdown? Is Joe Judge going to properly manage these timeouts? That's what matters on Sundays, man. I think sometimes Giants fans lose sight of that. You know what I'm saying? That definitely is something that needs to be addressed. And speaking of addressed, here goes my man Eli Rax. You know what I'm saying? A fellow Giants aficionado. You know what I'm saying? He big on Twitter with the Twitter talks. No, it's the Twitter spaces. You know what I'm saying? So, without further ado, Eli, what up, baby?
What it do? What it do? Fisk. What's going on, man? You know what, man? Every time I get on Fisk unit, man, there's an issue, man. What the heck is going on with the technology on this show? It's killing me. I should just take this as a sign, man. I'm messing with you. But what a what a great introduction. I appreciate that. Yes, man, we do the New York Giant therapy sessions with the Hub, Kush, and Pestilence. Also, we do like an afternoon with New York Revival of a show we're about to launch with El Jefe, my guy, that white jersey, blue jersey. If you're into that stuff, man, the comedy relief. About to launch a show with him and Spiro, half empty, half full. So, just trying to take over Twitter as possible, and hopefully, fan out into the YouTube world with the likes of Fist Vegas and Entertainer and the rest of the guys. So, I appreciate that introduction, man. We're trying to work for
Yeah,
2022.
man. Definitely. The grind don't stop. I tell the
Oh,
people that
it's
grind don't
tired.
stop.
Like you get tired, man. Like, I'm tired.
Facts. It's like it don't matter what area of life you in. It's like some people say, well, when I get this, I'm gonna chill. Or when I make this much money, I'm gonna chill. Or I can't wait to get this so I can relax. Nah, it never stops.
No, you know what, man? I used to say, man, everybody always question, the million and billionaires, like, man, they got all this money. They gotta stop. No, you can't, man. Like you get to this certain level of success, you want it more. It's a drug, man. You just want it more, and you want it. You just want to create, do exactly what you love to do. So, I love content creating. I love getting on platforms like this. Speaking to my guy Fisk and just giving the people a show, man. That's what I love to do. So if it can create some sort of wealth or success, I'm with it, bro. I'm with it.
Speaking of which, chat. Yeah, y'all know the rules. So don't F use in the chat. When you go to school, you raise your hand. When you go to work, you punch a clock. When you come to my streams, you spam that FU in the chat. Let me know you in here. No, so I need to know who president, who not, man. So go ahead and put them FUs in the chat. You know what I'm saying? You got people, you know how the teacher feel. You remember in class, you used to go to class, you used to ask your teacher questions. You know what I'm saying? He or she be like, yo, I ain't even take a roll yet. I don't even know if you really right here. Why you ask me questions? I ain't even take a roll yet. You know what I'm saying? I feel like that. I come into the stream and they talking and they didn't say F you yet. I'm disappointed.
Yeah, where they at? Most people like thumbs up on YouTube. You know what I mean? Help them algorithms out, man. Give them thumbs up as well, man, for real. But yeah, hit that FU, man. Get up in there. That's Fist Unit right there. Put that up in that chat. Let them know you up in here.
Nah, like they don't hit likes on my shit. I literally it got to a point where I don't even ask them to hit the damn like button no more. I just like fuck it.
You know what, Fist, man? We've been speaking about this, I think, with Pest and stuff, man. I don't know what we talk about, but Fist Unit, this is that type of channel where it's just gritty. Like people just come in there and listen to the grit, to the honest opinion of people. And I think people let their guard down on your platform. I think that's why people respect it. And maybe the crowd that you got is the same way. I don't know. But hit that thumbs up, man. At least if you don't do it for Fist, do it for me. Come on, please. Most positive guy you know.
For real, man. You know what I'm saying? Like I said, hey, look, it's the energy, man. You can't
Facts.
You can't you can't fake energy, man. You know the vibes when you come on my channel, any of my platforms, especially the other channels. This channel's a little bit nicer than the other ones, but
You think so?
Oh yeah, on my other channels, it get a little gully on the other channels.
Yo, bro, I ain't gonna lie. I did some research and I did something where you clap back at something and made it remain nameless, but I have that gentleman blocked as well. But it was good. It was good. Yeah, I don't mind saying that one out loud. That's a crazy. That's and I don't usually do this, but man, it was crazy. I never interacted. You crazy, bro. So I'm sure you know who you are, but you was acting real crazy. But yeah, I saw that clapback. It was very good. I enjoyed every minute of it. I ain't gonna lie. I even rewound it. I ain't gonna hold you.
Hey, look, man. Look, yo, I've been known to be sensitive. You know what I'm saying? When somebody come for me, I get in my feelings and I gotta lash out, man. I've been known to do that a couple of 3 times.
Listen, man, it was definitely masterful work, man. I have to tell you, it really was. And I'm like, man, he is my inner beat, like that beast in me, man. Like, I'm the nice guy. I'm known as the nice guy, but man, when you start talking, I'm like, yeah, that's exactly how I should sound in my head. It's like Fisk Unit, man, the voice and all. The voice and all.
And it's crazy too, man, because I be like, yo, like, I'm really that dude, but I'm nice too, though. I'm only that dude. Right. You make me be that dude. I'm really a nice guy.
No, listen, man. I'm a nice guy, man. Everyone is human, right? Everybody's nice until their buttons are pushed, man. But, geez, so I understand some of those, that particular clapback. I understood. So I was just like, man, I get it. That pushed my buttons the wrong way. Block. You know what I mean? So I respect it. I definitely respect it, bro.
You know what I don't respect, though?
What's that?
I don't respect Giants fans annoying me with this general manager search. I don't. I said it before, I say it again. If you care that much about the general manager, you're ignoring the on-field product. You're missing the point.
Mm-hmm.
It doesn't matter who our GM is. It doesn't matter. All that matters next year is Daniel Jones and Joe Judge doing their job. It doesn't matter how good of a draft we have. It don't matter how bad of a draft we have. It don't matter. Football is simple. Quarterback produce, head coach manage, create culture. This is not complicated. This ain't rocket science.
Now, I'll tell you this, though. As far as and I'm just playing devil's advocate a little bit, but as far as the GM search, don't you think the GM is going to get the proper players for the coach to coach? Because right now,
the proper players. What you mean?
Okay, we'll say that is your opinion, but as far as the depth on this team, do we have the proper people? Like, if another person goes down, can another person step in and can it be cohesive enough to win games? Because right now we're not seeing that. Right.
Okay, so I'll put it to you like this, right? Here's how I look at it. With the exception of the offensive line, right? With the exception of the offensive line, we didn't have a hole on this team week 1. Besides the offensive line, there wasn't a hole on this team week 1. It wasn't.
Right. Right.
So it was like, how much better of a job could Gettleman have done? Besides
Then
the
you're talking
line,
about coaching then.
I rest my case. It all and
Okay.
Daniel Jones played better, Joe Judge coached better. It comes down to, bro, when's the last time Bill Belichick had a good draft? When's the last time Aaron Rodgers and the Packers had a good draft? I mean, really, like, what we really talking about? You know what I'm saying?
I can't
Like,
tell you. Yeah, I can't tell you. I'll be honest with you.
you
I
you
mean,
know who
when
you know who had a
you think
good
of Bill
draft?
Belichick, he was really drafting in the either last or in the dead to last middle of the pack. So I think this is his only draft where he actually drafted in the middle of the pack in a very long time. So you're absolutely right. But they did have a huge offseason and signed a bunch of people to fill a lot of them holes.
And
Right?
you know why he did that, Eli?
Why's that?
Because his
Because the draft
draft was
is crap.
trash.
I
So it's
feel
like,
you. I
but
feel
he's
you. So with
Belichick
that
though.
being said, I want to ask you this too, and I'm sure we're moving too fast, but I just want to throw this, and we'll touch it a little bit more. But let me throw this out there.
Mm-hmm.
Joe Judge is slated to keep his job. You think he
Okay.
deserves it?
Uh,
Yes or no? You
that's
don't got to elaborate. We'll go into it later.
I'll put it to you this way.
Mm-hmm.
I don't care. That's the best way I
Oh
can say
no,
it. He could
Fisk, you
come, he
can't.
can go. I
We'll
don't care.
elaborate later. We'll elaborate later. We'll get back to that. Okay, so you don't care. All right,
Yeah.
all right. I don't want to jump the gun. We have a whole show.
So all I'm saying with the general manager search is this. Y'all are out here acting like some GM gonna come in here and like all of a sudden we're gonna play better. Like it don't work like that, man. Like, oh my gosh, look at this analytics guy that the Giants hired. Yay, we're gonna win a division next year. Man, please, he not throwing no footballs, he not making no tackles. He's not coaching these players. Y'all gotta understand, man. If you look at the top teams that's in the playoffs right now, what do they all have in common? Good coaching and a quarterback. The only team in the name one playoff team that don't got a good coach and a good quarterback. Not great. We all know Jimmy G ain't great. Jalen Hurts ain't great. But guess what? They play well enough to win them damn games all year and a half a day.
I
So,
give you that. I give you that. But when you talk about the general manager, we're talking about like for me, when I look in the general manager, yes, I'm looking for a player evaluator. I'm also looking for a guy that brings a winning culture. And Dave Gettleman, yes, from Carolina, did bring in some sort of a winning culture, but it just didn't translate. So if we're talking about leadership starts from the top down, then you have to look at Dave Gettleman and the tenure that he's been here and say, yo, he wasn't it. In my opinion, no.
but that's not his job to be the leader. That's Judge's job. The coach sets the coach creates
Well, it's chain of
the
command, right?
culture. Yeah,
It's chain
it's
of
chain of
command.
command, but like, let's be real here. The GM is to be seen, and he's to be seen occasionally and never heard. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
If you're the GM, the fact that I feel like Joe Judge, you remember Casino, right? You remember that
Absolutely.
movie?
Absolutely. Yeah, absolutely.
You remember the argument in the desert with Joe Pesci and De Niro?
Yes, I do.
And you remember when Joe Pesci was like, "And what the fuck are you doing on TV anyhow? You know I get
Yeah.
calls for back home every fucking day. They think
Yes,
you
yes,
want that
yes.
shit."
Yes,
Yeah.
absolutely.
So basically, like, you got Dave Gettleman making a spectacle of himself every time he does a press conference. Oh, Saquon's touched by the hand of God and all this other stuff. Like he was so arrogant and smug, and he enjoyed a lot of the New York media until they started clapping back at him. Now you can't find Gettleman. I'm waiting on the Gettleman presser. But it's just like the point I'm trying to make is the GM's supposed to work in the shadows like an old school mob boss, you know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
And just pull the strings. He's not supposed to be his own character. Every year around draft time, we got 10 to 15 to 100 memes of Dave Gettleman in the draft room. Like,
Listen,
come
I'll tell
on,
you,
man.
it's crazy. It's crazy. And I think he made the New York Giants a spectacle. The fact that he's so I don't know if he's socially awkward, but he made this team look like a spectacle with touch the hand of God, the hog mollies, all these stupid ass quotes that he excuse my
Yes,
language. It's just like, bro, like you making this like it's a joke. And I think the fan base has just had enough of him as a character, as a leader and as a
exactly.
character. And I think that's what the fans want to win. We haven't won in a
Exactly.
very long time. So I think they just had enough of that. Not to say he bought us some good pieces. I give him that. He bought us some good pieces, but it's just not enough. It's just not enough. And 2 coaches that he hired is proved to not be enough. And that all falls on him at the end of the day as well.
I disagree with that part. I think Sherman was great. I think they fired Sherman. Sherman's
Way too
he's
prematurely. I agree with that.
light years better than Judge.
I
They
agree with
fired
that.
Sherman way too early. Should
But
have
the
let him
thing is
stay.
with Sherman, man, he was too nice, in lack of a better word. At least Joe Judge can try to make some sort of changes. Got rid of Mark Colombo, got rid of Jason Garrett, even though it wasn't his guys. But now I think, and I'm just thinking, maybe he could be the guy to also fire his people too. I mean, for me, I doubt it. I doubt it, but maybe again, we're all speculating. Maybe the fact that he can pull a trigger of getting rid of someone for the better, then maybe we should give him a shot that he could do that with his guys too. Maybe. You know what I mean?
But
But
I
I'm just
think
hoping that he don't bring in a bunch of his people again and live and die by this, because it's gonna kill him. And it shows that Garrett wasn't the problem at this point.
but the
It
thing with
shows.
Shermer is he made Daniel Jones a stud. That's all that matters. Your
Yeah.
coach and your quarterback. Like as long as you got that, you can conquer the world.
And
You
Daniel
know?
Jones gonna leave fan ball. I strongly believe that. I strongly believe it. I just
Shout out
think,
to
yeah, brother, yeah.
shout out to Barth. Barth says, "What do we do? DJ's career's over with injury. Cry, cry. Go into
uh
a dark room and play love songs. I don't know what else to tell you.
yeah, listen, I wish I can answer that one. I mean, if his career's over with injury, then sucks for him. You know, you don't want to see no one go down with injury. But at the same time, his ceiling is so high, man. Like I said, I tell people all the time, I'm 50-50 on Daniel Jones. I thought he was it. I think he's it. Then he shows me things that he's not. So I'll just say 50-50. But if he's done, nobody want to go down with injuries, man. You don't want to see a player go down with injuries and ruin his career. They love to do this. They live for this shit. So, I don't know. I really don't know how to answer that.
I was 100% in on Daniel Jones pre-injury. Post-injury, I'm 110% in on Daniel Jones. When I saw what happened to this offense when that boy got hurt, Jesus.
Mm.
I mean, we have been putrid since Daniel Jones got hurt. And I'm just like, Giants fans don't appreciate what we had. Daniel Jones, once every like 2 weeks, he was good for a beast ass game. It was going to happen. Whether he ran the ball in or he was making some ill throws, at least once every 2 weeks, we knew we had a good game coming. We ain't had a
Listen,
good offensive game in what, 2 months?
Of course. No, Daniel Jones is a huge upgrade. You know what I mean? Like, and it was funny because back, when the season started, some people would like try Glennon. Like, you bugging? Like, he is the best asset at quarterback that we have at the moment. So some people out there mind, and I'm glad they're seeing that aspect of it. But some people would say, well, hey, he's been out. We only scored 14. Like, even with him in there, we only scored 14 as average. You know what I mean? And we can't even seem to brush that surface, or we'll get to that surface. You know what I mean? So I understand that other half of it as well, why people will question, like, well, even with him in there, it's just not good. But it's tough for me because the guy hasn't had tools to be successful. Like, when you look at Eli Manning's tenure, he came into a great situation. When the situation started to fall apart around him, you seen the weaknesses. Listen, I'm not trying to say Eli is good. He's good. Don't get me
You
wrong.
ain't got to give no
You know what I mean?
prerequisites. Tell the truth. He was average. You ain't got
He
to
was
give
he was
no
an he was an
prerequisites.
average QB, and we see him without particular players in there to help him. I think we saw the struggles of Eli Manning. Yes, it was late in his career. I get it. You know what I mean? But that elite status was gone. Eli Manning had help coming in here. Daniel Jones don't have that. He just started to get that this year. As far as pieces at wide receiver, his offensive line is still trash. So it's just hard for me to give a full evaluation on someone. And I get it. If you're unsure, he's not the guy. I get it. Some may say that. But it's just hard to say that still because this guy hasn't had the pieces to be successful. You can't go into work in your regular job and you work with computers and they don't have a computer for you. They just have a notepad. You're going to be like, what the hell is this?
Pretty
You know what I
much.
mean? Like, you're going to struggle. You know what I mean? So again, like, it's just hard to say like this person's good and they don't have the pieces. But I don't know. That's my take on Daniel Jones as far as that. I don't know, but we got to give him the pieces, man. And unfortunately, the time's running out for him. That's the crazy part. That's the terrible part.
Is that a Washington YouTuber I see in my chat right now?
Shout
Big
out.
Simple. Nah, ain't no shout out. Washington cockroach YouTubers out here talking spicy. Y'all sorry. Y'all were the favorites to win this stinking division going into the season. Oh, look at the Washington defense and all this other blah. And look at y'all. What y'all like 2 games better than the Giants. And we ain't had our quarterback in a month and a half. Y'all ought to be ashamed. Because the fact of the matter is, I've been trying to explain this to people. The Giants would be in the wild card if Daniel Jones was healthy. The last time we seen Daniel Jones, he beat the Eagles. Y'all can say what you want to about Daniel Jones, but we beat the Dolphins with Daniel Jones. You can't tell me we don't. We also beat Dallas with Daniel Jones. I think the Chargers, if our defense is going to get lit up like that, we're going to lose that game anyway. But, at the end of the day, we would have beat Eagles. We would have swept the Eagles at Daniel Jones. Daniel Jones has never... Jake Fromm might have been the worst. I don't think I've ever seen I'm trying to think of my high school days. I'm just trying to remember a situation where I saw a quarterback look that pathetic. I'm just trying to think. I can't recall a time I've ever seen a quarterback look that bad. I don't care what's around you. I don't care who you are, where you are. You can't be that bad with a week of practice. There's no way.
Yo, Fisk, and the funny thing is, man, like I was on Twitter saying this, like everyone was like Fromm season. Now at that time, I didn't do enough research on Fromm. You know what I mean? I did not do enough research on Fromm. So I said, you know what? Let me watch some clips. And when you look at him, his arm was trash. No, in lack of a better word, I don't want to say completely trash, but his arm wasn't good. The guy had an offensive line. Secondly, he's just like Daniel Jones in a way. He stares down the receivers too much. He doesn't go through his progressions well. And I thought his mechanics was trash. So, of course, you're looking at it going to the game. I'm like, yo, this guy's not it. But again, I'll follow the hype. I'll follow what Twitter's saying. I'll follow the hype. Yeah, let's see I'm positive. Let's see what he can do. And boy, when he cracked that bed, I was like, yo, I told you guys, and verbatim in a tweet, this is where he lacks in. And it showed throughout that entire freaking game. His mechanics is trash. His arm is weak. And his vision on the field is terrible. You know what I mean? They were playing skip the rock off. He was playing skip the rock off the field the entire game. He couldn't throw enough to get to the receivers. He kept skipping off the freaking field. So again, there was too much stock in the Jake Fromm, man. He's just not the guy.
That's my fault. I apologize. I mean,
but that was you, right? In the Twitter space.
You know what I'm saying? That was me. I went on a whole. I gave a mean ass speech about Jake Fromm.
Yes.
I gave a mean speech about Jake Fromm, and I'm just like, I apologize.
And I said to be continued. We here.
I tried, Giants Nation. I tried to speak it into existence. I did. I tried, but
if you watch the film and stuff that I watched, and again, I don't have to all 22. I go on YouTube like everyone else. I'm a regular guy, but when you watch you see the nuances, and my eyes wasn't lying. So when you were like, man, Fromm's that guy, I'm like, all right, Fish, to be continued. We'll even talk about it on your channel or another Twitter space. So here's the day.
Yeah,
would you like your crow served hot or warm, brother?
My bad. I was wrong. I was just you listen, bro. I'm a content creator. I need people to watch my channel. Okay, I need people I need to get Giants fans excited because Giants fans have been checked out for like a good 2 months now, and it's just like, bruh.
I don't blame you. Listen, there's plenty of stuff I'm wrong on too. I just did a retweet of all old takes. I was like, Saquon Barkley will be comeback player of the year. I was like, old take. I was like, Shep will have 1,000-yard season. Man, I was wrong. So I'll go back before someone else find the receipts. I'll create my own and keep my own receipts and then go back and revisit it. Trust me, I'm always wrong, brother. We're all human.
Facts.
That's a fact.
Shout out to Where You Hiding. Remember, supporting Big Fisk is supporting small businesses. Happy New Year's, Fisk. Hand over the broom. What? And fight with Washington for third in the NFC East. Just hand over the broom you promised your fan base toward the Eagles and let us sweep Washington. Check this out. All right. Listen, Eagle fans, y'all not shit. I don't know who told Eagle fans that their team is nice. Y'all ain't shit. Y'all ain't that been shit. Y'all ain't that gonna be shit. All right, y'all happen to play Jake Fromm / Mike Glennon. You play who the hell? I don't know who the hell started for Washington last week. Freaking, I mean, y'all sit here, y'all play like 5 straight backup quarterbacks, and y'all think y'all good. Y'all not good. Jalen, your own team don't even like Jalen Hurts. Okay, if one of their picks is high enough, they still might take a quarterback. All right, you
Yeah,
run.
you know what, man? Jalen Hurts, and again, this is just what Eagle. That ain't that guy, man. I don't think so. Yes, he's doing some great things over there as far as they're working with what they have, unlike our coach. You know what I mean? But I think they'll look at another QB in the draft in the near future for Jalen Hurts. I think they're a QB away from making something happen for themselves, for sure, for sure.
And Devontae Smith is not better than Kadarius Toney. All right, when Kadarius Toney is healthy, which seems to be never, that boy is a problem.
I'm about to say
All
I
right.
can't say that. I can't. Yeah, Devontae Smith, man. I mean, he caught the mean pass up that. I don't know, bro. I can't
Look,
say
I'm gonna
that
say
just yet.
this: Tony is the best wide receiver out that draft, not named Jamar Chase. Period. I think he's better than Waddle. He's better than Devontae. I think he's better than the dude in Baltimore, Rashad Bateman.
Yo, I
Tony,
think I think we gotta wait 3 years to find that out.
oh no, you're not one of those 3-year guys. Oh no, don't do that.
Yeah, I gotta be
No, don't
because
do that.
Tony
No, we're
hasn't
not
seen the
doing that.
field.
We're
Tony
not
hasn't seen
doing
the
that
field.
because I'm about to go on a Daniel Jones. I'm about to get back on my Daniel Jones campaign as soon as the season's over
I feel
because
you.
too many people was talking shit. Now understand something. See, I get in my feelings. I maybe I do have a split personality because I'm angry again. You know what makes me angry? You know what makes me tick? You know what pisses Big Fist the fuck off? When
Go
Daniel
ahead, bro.
Jones went 24-12 in 12 games, all y'all cried about was fucking fumbles. This kid didn't have a line. Golden Tate, Shepard, and Ingram were hurt. He was throwing to Darius Slayton and Caden Smith and threw 24-12 in 12 games. Nobody said a damn word, but that Goldilocks looking motherfucker Trevor Lawrence has 9 touchdowns in 15 games, and nobody
Mm,
says a word. What?
mm,
Come on, bro. Now, Daniel Jones does not get enough credit for how great he really was his rookie year and how good he really is. Tua ain't good. I'm
mm,
sorry.
mm.
Trevor Lawrence is not good. But y'all don't say
No.
nothing about those dudes. It's all Daniel Jones is trash. Oh, he fumbles too much. He doesn't do enough. Nobody gives Daniel Jones no excuses. But this guy, Trevor Lawrence, probably won't even throw 10 touchdowns in 17 games. But that's okay. Zach Wilson, it's okay.
You're
What?
right. You're right. Listen, I can't argue that. I can't argue that.
Mac
Not right
Jones
now.
about to win Rookie of the Year with 15 touchdowns. Huh?
Who won that
Really?
year? Who won that year?
Come
Let me see
on.
if
Oh, they
that's a
gave it to
fact.
Kyler.
Okay, yeah.
Gardner Minshew was better than freaking Mac Jones, but the difference is Mac Jones is on the Patriots. If
Mm-hmm.
Daniel Jones is on the Patriots, this kid probably, man, please. If you put Daniel Jones on the Patriots, he's competing for MVPs right now. Think about that. If you put Mac Jones on the Giants and you put Daniel Jones on the Patriots, this Daniel, they wouldn't even be thinking about Tom Brady no more. They'd be like, oh shit, we got a quarterback out here. He's basically Josh Allen. There you go. Daniel Jones in New England is basically Josh Allen. He's Tom Brady with wheels. Mac
Hmm.
Jones on the Giants is a bust. Get him out of here. He's Jake Fromm on the Giants. Since Eli want to talk about arms and shit, put Mac Jones on the Giants behind this offensive line.
Yo, I'm gonna be honest with you. I would agree with you on that one. I don't think Matt Jones survived. I don't think any QB would survive. I'm gonna be 100% honest with you behind his
And
offensive
another
line.
thing, speaking of survival, since Big Fisk is in his feelings before I calm down, put some respect on Daniel Jones' name because that kid came back. What? Daniel Jones missed what, 1 or 2 games when he had a high ankle sprain?
Mm-hmm.
He came back. Where's Lamar been the past month? I'll wait. Daniel Jones on a high ankle sprain, and then he had a high ankle sprain on the right leg, and then he had a calf injury on the left leg. Went out and beat the Cowboys week 17 last year. But y'all won't talk about that. Where's Lamar Jackson? Where is he?
Chilling,
This
waiting
kid,
for the playoffs.
Come on, but they're not in the playoffs. They're not in it.
They're not. What's their record? I have no idea. What is their record?
Like 8-7. They're out the playoffs right now.
That's terrible. All right, never mind. Never mind. I thought he was chilling. Yeah, so he
No,
shut down for the rest of the year, man.
What's up?
He shut down, but his biggest asset is his legs, bro. Lamar Jackson ain't the greatest pocket passer, so that's why he can't freaking. You won't get your full potential out of him if he got a high ankle sprain. He moves around. At least Daniel Jones is thinking of the pocket first and running second. You know what I mean? He's trying to pass that ball before he can run. That's Daniel Jones's game. But Lamar Jackson, he runs first before he can pass. So you're taking his element away.
Learn how to pass then.
No, he doesn't. He's not the greatest pocket passer. No.
Tell him to learn how to throw a spiral.
No. He's not the greatest pocket passer in the league. Definitely not. My opinion, correct me if I'm wrong.
Oh, no. You weren't wrong. No, I agree. You know what I'm saying? I've been trying to tell Ravens fans Daniel Jones is better than him, but they don't want to listen. Shout out to Donnie, though. Donnie says, I hope the Eagles make the playoffs so that 3 first-round picks is trash. I didn't think of it like that. That's a good point.
Make the playoffs, Eagles.
Nah, they're making the playoffs because all they got to do is win this week, and then I think they need the 49ers to beat Houston and Green Bay to beat Minnesota, and they clinch a berth. So they're in there. Yeah, it's not even a debate. They made the playoffs.
Yeah.
Shout out to Where You Hiding, dirty ass Eagle fan. Tony is better than Devontae Smith. What? Lane Johnson, offensive lineman, has more receiving touchdowns than Tony. LOL, you funny, yo. First of all, check this out, man.
Andrew Thomas, too. I'm just saying that. I'm not giving you ammunition, no Philly fan, but that's what's up, though. I appreciate you.
You know what, Eagle fans? I put it to you this way. I'm going to put it to you this way. The Giants are as worse as we're gonna be for a very long time. This is as worse as we're gonna be for a long time.
Yeah,
and y'all barely beat us. You should have got swept. If Daniel Jones plays, we sweep y'all. So at our worst, you can't fuck with us. At our worst, think about that. At our worst, you barely can hang with us. So imagine next year when we fix the offensive line. And Daniel Jones come back like Lazarus and starts tearing the NFL apart. Imagine what's going to happen.
Yo, all we need is a line, bro. All we need is a line. I ain't gonna hold you. All we need is an offensive line, man. And I think this team is winning a whole lot more. They'll win that 10 games that we thought this year with a line, in my opinion.
Agree, because our defense is filthy. Our defense.
Just imagine another edge, though. Just like imagine somebody to compliment Aziz. Imagine Roche, we still got the depth there. Just imagine we're just that one piece away. You get what I'm saying?
That's why I'm mad that the Bears won, because we could have had our kick at 82. If we was 6, 4, and 5, we could have got Thibodeau or Hutchinson and a lineman. But now they pick gonna be like 8th or 9th. We probably got to take Lindenbaum, but it is what it is.
Oh, listen, I ain't even start digging into the draft yet. You know what I mean? But I'll take your word for it as far as looking at the players and etc. I got to really start digging in now that the season's over. So, but I hope it's someone good. But I'll see it and start doing some mock drafts in the future, man. Because I definitely want to hear your opinion as well on it.
All I'm gonna say is this, Giants fans. I know we want an offensive lineman. I understand that we need an offensive lineman. But if the new general manager takes an edge rusher at 4 or 5, you can't really be mad.
You can't.
I know we need an offensive lineman. I do get it. I get it. I'm not denying that. And if I was a GM, I'm taking 2 linemen in the top 10. I'm just solving the problem. I'm sick of solving the problem. But if we were to take an edge rusher like Thibodeau, if Thibodeau or Hutchinson fell to us, I'm not gonna cry. Like, oh my goodness, how dare you take Thibodeau or something instead of Evan Neal? Fire the GM. Like, no. Like,
bro, there's too many holes. Listen, I understand fixing the offensive line in this draft quick. You know what I'm saying? But the Giants have needs on the other side of the ball as well. So you can't go into the draft and be like, well, hey, the offensive line is the biggest concern. Yes, it is. I would like to draft offensive linemen. But if a guy in that caliber on the defensive side of the ball falls to you, you have no choice but to take that gamble. You got to take that pick. And then go for your offensive line in that round later because you got 2 first-round picks. And then you go in the second round and you try to fix that as well. Or whoever's there. You know what I mean? So I can't be mad at whatever decision that's made at that top one. I can't be. Unless they take a freaking quarterback, then I'll be pissed the hell off. Then I'll be pissed off, to be honest.
Basically. Shout out to Baker. Baker says, I can't wait to be the New York Giants franchise quarterback next year. I'll take you out to the playoffs. Man, please. Please.
Baker trash, man. I'm sorry.
Baker, Daniel Jones ain't never looked as bad as Baker. Just remember that.
Baker got a bunch of pieces. He trash.
Facts.
I'm good.
I ain't never seen Daniel Jones look that. Like Daniel Jones, it's like when very rarely do I look at Daniel Jones and say, yo, what the fuck, bro? 99% of the time with Daniel Jones is just like, we just don't got nothing out there.
You definitely hit something just now with me. I ain't gonna lie with you. When you said, I look at Daniel Jones and you go, damn, that's true. I don't have those moments. And if you think about it, if there's those moments, he's either fumbling or throwing an interception, right? But when he throws that ball, you don't go, man, what the hell happened there, right?
Yeah.
When you looked at Jake Fromm this past week, there was a lot of them throws like, man, what the hell is he throwing to? Right? Am I right? You don't have that with that. I'm about to tweet something later on. You got my gears going. I appreciate you. Yo, that's a fact though. I'm gonna say that on record right here. You don't have too many of those moments, and that's a credit to Daniel Jones. Where you go, man, who the hell was he throwing to?
Yeah, that's what I was trying to explain. And because my co-host on my other channel, Jagging is a Jaguar fan, and he liked to crack jokes at Daniel Jones. I'm like, yo, you got to understand, Daniel Jones never looks as lost as Trevor does. Trevor looks like he don't know what the hell going on.
That's facts.
Like
even in his rookie year, Daniel Jones never looked like that.
Facts. He always looks like he's in control, and I'm just like, yo, 9 out of 10 times Daniel Jones' team be letting him down, bro.
Yeah. Absolutely.
I'm jealous of Joe Burrow right now, bro.
Absolutely.
I'm like, this dude just throws in the double coverage and they just catch the shit. Daniel Jones receivers be wide open and just drop the shit.
What the word? Pissing me off. Yo, you're right though. That's the only time. Yo, I'm gonna have to tweet something like that later. And I'm gonna give you the credit, of course. But just think about it. You never had those moments where you look at a film, and I'm trying to remember, honestly, because I looked at every Daniel Jones pass since he's been here. And I haven't had those moments where I go, man, what the hell was he thinking on that one? I never did. Unless he fumbles or throws an interception, that's when you go, what the hell? But you never had those moments where you go, man, he just looks lost out there. To me, either maybe you could say he hold the ball too long. Maybe you could say that. But there's never a moment where you go, damn, he don't get it. Like, in my opinion. I don't know. Correct me if I'm wrong, Fisk, or somebody in the chat. Correct me if I'm wrong.
Daniel Jones is a perfect example of he just needs he needs his Sean Payton. Kind of like Drew Brees in San Diego was like, yeah, he's good. He just something's missing.
Yeah.
He needs his Sean Payton.
What do you think of Jay Gruden? Because Jay Gruden was reported to actually like him as well as with Pat Shermer.
That would have worked.
I think so. I think they should have kicked the tires a long time ago.
They really should have, but I think it's going to come down to Joe Judge, man. Because you got to understand. Like,
he's not the guy. He's not the guy.
I'm still on the I don't care with Joe Judge. I'm still on that fence. Shout out to Barf though. We need to send Saquon to therapy. That boy looks shook. Now that boy tell Saquon to shut up and be a man and stop ducking the media. Yeah. I could understand. Saquon, bro, you've been a loser since you got here. You act like this is new. When have you experienced success in the NFL? What you hiding from the media for? What are you ashamed of? You know nothing better than losing.
Yo, but who has a higher ceiling, Daniel Jones or Saquon Barkley?
Oh, Daniel Jones by a mile. Ain't even close. So? Bro, Daniel Jones has shown MVP flashes, top 5 flashes. Saquon ain't show. Look, bro, that 400-yard game in New Orleans, how many quarterbacks can be down 10 points in New Orleans with 7 minutes to go and win the game in OT?
Eli Manning. That's it.
Maybe Eli. How many quarterbacks can throw 5 touchdowns and win and get that overtime victory?
Not
you
New
know
Orleans,
Daniel Jones, his rookie year had 4 touchdown games with no picks.
Yeah.
Come on, bro. Daniel Jones has shown the flashes. The problem with Daniel Jones is that this ain't the NBA where you could just go out there and ball every night. You know what I'm saying? Like,
team
bro,
sport. Yeah, absolutely.
You need coaching. Like Giants fans, look at Mac Jones. Mac Jones is. I'm gonna say his name more than anybody. He's the perfect example of what happens when you have a coach who knows what the hell he's doing versus a coach who doesn't know what he's doing.
That's
It's a
facts.
perfect example.
That's facts. Absolutely, that's facts.
I'm like, bro, like Mac Jones ain't good. He won a game where he threw 3 passes. Daniel Jones could never. Daniel Jones threw 3 passes again. I promise you, we lost by 50.
No, I just wanted to get your opinion on that because I'm gonna put something out there later on because I've really been thinking who has a higher ceiling than Saquon or Daniel Jones. And I know you're a Daniel Jones guy, but just taking a step back and looking at it and speaking for me, who has the higher ceiling, man, like I would say Daniel Jones. I really would. I really would. I agree with you on that. I agree with you on that. Because
Shut.
Saquon needs so much. Like you've seen what Saquon is capable of, right? We've seen in his rookie year, we've seen in his second year, but this year in particular, this so like he's still playing afraid a little bit. And with that being said, that can actually kind of push you back a little bit. Daniel Jones has been hit, knocked out, this, that, and the third, and he still kind of goes out there and puts that big boy helmet on and dives head first into things. So he's not scared of the spotlight. Saquon, I don't know. You know what I mean? But we'll see. I don't know, man. That's a good question. I just wanted to get your opinion on it. My fault. Just
No, you good.
speaking out loud.
Shout out to Inferno Productions. Remember, supporting Big Fisk is supporting small businesses. He says, "What's good, Fisk? I know it's been a minute, so I apologize. It's been hard to keep up with school. Did make the dean's list for the first term. I'm back to support the Fisk unit. Hope you have a good new year. Hashtag Fisk unit." Yo, I was never smart enough to make the dean's list. So shout out to you, Inferno Productions, for real, man.
Inferno Productions, man. That's what's up. Wishing you a happy new year and plenty more success, man. That's some great news.
Facts. Like I wasn't that smart. I was never book smart. It just wasn't my thing, man. So, shout out to you holding it down to college and getting
Absolutely.
it in.
No, listen, man. I was always a bright kid, just did stupid things, and therefore I never reached my fullest potential as far as dean's list and etc. But I definitely applaud people that do that, man. Shout out to you.
My problem was I was always a hustler. I just go get to the money. I ain't had time.
Yeah, I'll be honest with you, bro. Like that's I didn't grow up in the greatest circumstances. I had to go get it.
I ain't had time, yo.
I had to go get it, bro. I ain't gonna hold you, but that's another story for when they do what's the report
30
on
for 30.
30-30? Yeah, Lord willing, I make it that far. You guys will get that background, but we'll see how it goes.
We gotta put that in the atmosphere. We're gonna make it.
I
tell people all the time, I'm gonna live till I'm like 85 and die in my sleep like an old mob boss.
Listen, that's after you touched a few million, seen a few world. You know what I mean? I ain't gonna continue, but we'll have that chat one day.
We'll chop that up.
Of course.
Shout out to Christian Cologne. KG and Rudolph had 0 touchdowns. Play calling his dog shit. Exactly.
It's
coaching.
It is. It's coaching. That's why I say he gotta go. His coaching is bad, man.
No. Here's the question though, and this is what I keep trying to tell people. I'm 50-50 with Judge because on one hand, I'm like, we just get an offensive coordinator to fix the problem. Kind of like how Dallas did. Dallas just said, "Hey, yo, Dan Quinn, can you fix our defense, please?"
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
Like, can we just go get an offensive coordinator to say, "Hey, yo, can you fix this?" Like, can we go get Bill O'Brien from Alabama or something? Just like, "Hey, yo, fix this." You know what I'm saying?
Yo, I'm serious though. Like, and that's the thing. Like, this is why I hate not to say I hate the Giants, but I hate the people like gotta bring their people in. Like, I understand you trusting your people. Listen, let me say this. And as far as regular work, you bring your people in because you have that comfortability of doing whatever that freak you want. You get what I'm saying? Like, you bring your people in knowing that nothing is going to get out that you don't want out. That's the reason why you bring your people in, So with that being said, you don't hold them accountable because you're with that you have that comfort zone. This is what makes Mike McCarthy so successful. He don't care. Just get the job done. There's no connection, I don't believe, with Mike McCarthy to anyone as far as him being like a close buddy or went to school with.
No, that's Jerry Jones. Jerry Jones handpicks all that shit.
Bruh, this is what Joe Judge should do. If you don't get your friends, hold them accountable too. But at the same time, this is your job on the line. You get paid millions of dollars to do this thing. Go get the right people to fix this. And the offense is trash. With or without Jason Garrett, this offense is completely trash. Kitchens ain't going to be the guy. Go find your offensive coordinator and fix this issue, like you said, Fisk. Just like when Dan Quinn did to the defense. Go find that guy and go fix it. It's that simple.
And that right there, to answer your question, Eli, you asked me twice already. To answer your question, that's why I don't care if we bring or don't bring Judge back. Because on one hand, him and Graham are a marriage. That's a match made in heaven. Like, if it ain't, like, bro, as bad as our offense is, Giants fans, do you remember the better days? Like, so I mean, like, come on, bro. I'd rather be able to stop people and we'll figure out offense than be putting up 25-30 and still losing. Like, if we could just fix our offense, and we just get an offensive coordinator who just has a brain, the sky's the limit for the Giants. Because Graham and Judge, they just work so well together, bro. It's like if we just had an offensive coordinator who just could cook some shit up, man, just imagine how good we'd be.
I agree. But think of it this way. Patrick Graham's also the assistant head coach. So now, in my belief, is that he's controlling the full defensive side of the football. And with that being said, and that's what I think. I think when they gave him that title, he's defense all the way. That means defensive line coach, linebacker coach, all that reports to him. So with that being said, when you look at that side of the ball, the penalties, remember how it was PI calls left and right at the beginning of the season? He got all of that cleaned up. Now we're looking at Joe Judge's side of the ball, and I think it's the offense and special teams. The guy just ain't it. So if you're going to say someone is the coach, then give it to Patrick Graham at this point. Let's see what Patrick Graham can do, right?
You're missing the boat with Judge, though. Judge is there for the culture. Judge is there to be the face of the franchise. Like, here's the thing, Eli, and this is why I don't knock Kamara for the Joe Judge thing. Everything you said is facts, but that's not what he's here to do. You see, had you said that about Pat Shermer or Ben McAdoo, Eli, you right, fire him because you're offensive coordinator. Why is the offense trash? Joe Judge got the job because of them speeches, because of the culture, what he does behind the scenes, making the Giants run like a well-organized business. And that's what we are. What the Giants might be losing, but it's still well coached. It's still well run. We don't have leaks coming out of players left and right like the McAdoo days. Judge, the culture is intact. Has any player came out and shitted on Joe Judge yet?
No.
Has any Kenny Galladay? Name a receiver, any $70, $80 million receiver that will put up with what Kenny Galladay's put up with?
Zero.
That's the culture.
Zero. That's the culture. Yeah, I'll give you that. I guess that's why people warrant another year from him. But the reason why I say get rid of him is because the things that are fixed on the defensive side of the ball, I give that to Graham. But as far as the offensive side, is week after week of the same things. Now, I understand the continuity of it. I understand people are injured and coming in and out of the lineup. But you have practice for a reason. You got to know the cadences and the counts before you hike that ball, right? You'll get freaking false start penalties right when you're in the red zone and about to score. You guys go backwards. You'll get when you're trying to go to the sticks, people go inside of the sticks and don't miss the first down. Like, it's just those type of things, those details that he preached have to be cleaned up, and they're not. So I'm like, yo, why give him that extra year? Especially if we're getting a whole new GM coming in. Why bring the GM backwards that next year? Because again, if it all fails, now that GM that's on the clock for that year, it was a waste. Now his back is against the wall year 2 to try to produce. I think it's a bad situation, in my opinion.
Real quick.
Yeah.
No, we're gonna keep talking about Judge. I just wanted to address the chat real quick.
Yeah, go ahead, bro.
That's no excuse. I don't care if it's Jason Garrett's playbook. Yeah, I gotta understand. His number one assistant is Freddie Kitchens. Freddie Kitchens has had his hands in his playbook for an entire for 2 years.
Absolutely.
Freddie Kitchens is every bit as responsible for this playbook as Jason Garrett. So there's no excuse.
Absolutely.
No excuse.
And he was a specialist. He had a specific role to be
They
a special.
elevated him.
Yeah, absolutely.
So
yeah,
there's no excuses for him. He had every bit of his fingerprints is that's why I don't want him to be the offensive coordinator. No, I don't want him to keep the title. I think Joe Judge, and look, all right, I say keep Joe Judge. At the end of the day, bro, you can't beat the culture. The fact that our players buy in, they run those laps, we lose every week, and they still sound like Joe Judge. If you listen to a Joe Judge presser and then you go listen to the rest of the players, they all say it's very New England-esque how the Giant players conduct themselves in meeting rooms and stuff. You can't beat the culture. Give them another year, bring in a real offensive coordinator to fix this abomination of an offense. Bro, there's no way you could tell me he can't bring in. All right, here's what I'm trying to say, Eli. I'm gonna cut straight to the point. And then I'm gonna get the Yuri's super chat because it goes back to what I was wanting to say. At the end of the day, bro, we get 2 offensive linemen, right? Get us a tackle, get us another interior lineman. Andrew Thomas is one of the 5 best. He's at 1 sack all year. We got an all world left tackle. So all we got to do is fill out the rest of the line. We got 2 top 10 picks. You fix that offensive line and you go get your offensive coordinator that knows what he's doing. We would have to be cursed from the football gods themselves to suck next year with 2 top 10 offensive linemen and Andrew Thomas. It's just no way. If we get a real offensive coordinator like Yuri, his super chat says, I think Pep Hamilton will fix this offense. He was the offensive coordinator for Andrew Luck. He runs a similar offense to Sherman. If we bring in a Pep Hamilton, or if we bring in, I think Anthony Lynn, because Anthony Lynn was working with Justin Herbert last year. Bring in somebody who knows how to go vertical and knows how to get their running backs in space, like, because that's what Saquon needs to be, because he's not an in-between the tackles guy, and let's see what we can do. Because Joe Judge, his job is to create the culture and be a leader. He does that. We just need an offense.
All right, I'll give you on that. And if the next is if he goes in and says, hey, we're gonna, and of course he won't say that, but if he goes in and says, hey, hypothetically speaking, of course, people, and say, hey, I'm going to get a new offensive coordinator, then I'll be kind of sold. Because you're absolutely right. As far as the culture, nothing leaks out as far as any locker room banter besides freaking the front office beefing on Twitter. But as far as any, player banter, etc., going against what Joe Judge is saying, you don't have that. In fact, in presses, like you said, Fisk, they all quote and say the same thing Joe Judge says. They're like a robot, so I'll give you that. But they have to go, and I don't mind Pep Hamilton. I think that'll be a freaking great offensive coordinator. I really do think so.
And that's the thing, man. Giants fans, and this is why I'm here. This is why you're here, so we can have these conversations, and we can enlighten Giants fans on their way of thinking. And like the country boy is about to disrespect you little city folks real quick. Y'all need to chill the hell out. Y'all too impatient. You know what I'm saying? Y'all just too impatient. Like, you city folks, y'all so quick to just fire people and throw people under the bus. Like, have some damn patience, bro. It's like, my goodness, a year ago, y'all was slurping. Joe Judge was a god a year ago. You know what I'm saying?
Facts. Yo, bro, I was on that train. I ain't gonna hold you. I was on that train. I was like, this guy is it. The discipline and this, that. But it just regressed this year, man. And I don't know.
But
and maybe I should chalk it up to sophomore jinx. Maybe I should chalk it up to that.
But Eli, let me ask you. I'm gonna ask you the best question I've ever asked you. Brace yourself, because I want you to really think about this before you respond, bro. Think about this. If Daniel Jones doesn't get hurt versus the Eagles, you mean to tell me Joe Judge doesn't win? We don't finish with 7 or 8 wins? Like, really? Now, that's still a losing record, but you said he regressed. And what I'm trying to tell people is he won 6 games. Now think about this. He won 6 games last year, right? If Daniel Jones is healthy, we're beating Washington, we're beating the Bears, and we're damn sure beating the Dolphins. And we probably would have beat Dallas because we held them to 21 points with 4 turnovers.
I ain't gonna hold you. Yeah.
Think about it.
Yeah, you're right.
He's winning more than 6 games this year. So does he technically regress?
No, not at that point. No, definitely not at that point.
So why is everybody mad at Joe Judge?
Because it didn't happen.
I know, but what I'm saying is that's the breaks. We were just unlucky this year. That's
But
just
no,
the breaks.
and all hypothetically speaking, if he wins about 8 games, then yeah, Joe Judge is back another year without a doubt. Without a doubt. And I understand it's just, you know what it is? It's just even damn Fisk, never mind. I can't even say that because then it'll make your point even more valid. Which I don't mind. But I don't mind, but I want to do this for the sake of arguing. You get what I'm saying? But you know what? You're right. I'm gonna just leave it at that. You're right.
Yeah,
you're right.
It's a good question, right?
It's a great damn question, actually. Great damn question.
When you evaluate Joe Judge and you say he regressed, he has 6 wins his first year. All right. He's sitting at 4 wins with 2 months to go, and Daniel Jones gets hurt. Where's the regression?
Got a point. I can't argue. I can't argue that. I can't debate. I can't do anything because I mean, again, I can see more wins. I can see more wins. It's just I think people are just tired of the lack of scoring because we couldn't do it with Daniel Jones. I think people are tired of the lack of penalties, even when Daniel Jones and the rest of the full guys was in there. I mean, you seen the frustration through Saquon. I think it was last week, where they're damn near in the red zone, and then they go backwards from a false start, and he just jumps and grabs his helmet. Like, what the hell are you kidding me? So I think people are just tired of seeing that sloppy play on the offensive side of the ball, and that's why they're like, get him out of here. But Chris, to your point, to your point, honestly speaking, we can win more games if Daniel Jones and everybody was healthy. I agree with that, and then there'll be no doubt to bring him back.
But y'all keep blaming Joe Judge for this. If it was Shermer, if it was McAdoo, I get it. They're offensive coordinators. I get it. Joe Judge is the CEO of the team. He don't coach the offense. He's not calling the offensive plays. He's not calling the defensive plays. Joe Judge is a coach. He's not even like Belichick. Belichick is a defensive coordinator. Why you think their defense is always good?
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Right. Andy Reid is an offensive coordinator. Why you think the offense? Joe Judge is just a culture guy. He's a leader. Y'all are blaming the offense on him like he's Shermer. He's not Shermer.
Now you're right. Like, I can't argue that, bro. You are absolutely right. I don't know. You got me rethinking it now. Now I'm gonna get off the stream and be freaking rattling my brain thanks to you, man. I appreciate you.
Hey, man, that's what I'm here for. And like I said, that's what my channel's here for. My channel is it's like the devil's advocate to what everybody else says. Everybody else is just angry, fire this person, fire that person, do this, do that. No. When you come to Big Fish channel, I'm gonna give you that red pill. And when you take that red pill, I'm gonna tell you some things that's gonna make you think. And that's what I'm trying to tell y'all. Everybody's saying, yo, John Mara is the problem. Bruh, the Giants are probably one of the 3 most well-run organizations in the entire NFL. Ask any ex-player. Name an ex-player that's came and bashed the Giants on national television other than Tiki Barber. I've been alive for 32 years. I've nothing but positive things about John Mara in the front office. At the end of the day, it's all about the players, bro. They're not producing. The coaches and the players got to step it up. Everybody wants to bury the Giants like we're a poverty franchise. No, the Giants are no different. Bro, Kraft's sons and Belichick's sons are all over the Patriots. The Rooney family is all over the Steelers. And freaking, don't even get me started with the Cowboys. Yeah, like the Giants are the only mom and pop run organization in the NFL, bro.
Yeah.
And Brandon Marshall don't count. He played like 5 games. Forget him. Brandon Marshall. He wasn't even here.
Brandon Marshall, man, dude. Anyway, that's another story. Go ahead.
So like, come on, bro. Like, name 5 organizations that are more well run than the Giants. Come on, bro. Like, yeah, I just think
we're top 5 in the league as far as organizations, right? So it's a very well run, organized organization. That's why it's a dream job for a lot of people. You're absolutely right.
And everybody's talking about oh my goodness, if they have to work, if no GM's gonna want to take the job at Joe Judge is there, you a damn lie. Because at the
Yes,
end of the
nah, we're
day,
pristine. No matter what
exactly,
down, no matter how down we are, we're a freaking pristine organization. This is a dream job for a lot of people. We're in the biggest
exactly.
market as far as media is concerned. We're top 5 as far as financially franchise in the world. You know what I mean? Like, what are we doing? Like, of course, I don't want to. It's just, what people say that, and I'll put it in context, even for me, is that when we have the GM here, is just if it fails, we now behind the 8 ball a year for the GM actually bringing in the guy he wants. You know what I mean? But as far as, not bringing, I think that's what could be a deterrent for most
Kevin
GMs is that they're not
Abrams,
bringing in their people. You know what I'm saying?
Kevin Abrams does some people didn't like it when I said it. All right, hold on. Before I answer that, Chris the
Yeah.
Entertainer was on my show, I think 2 weeks ago. All right. The day Spider-Man came out, it was the day Chris came on the channel, right? And I asked
You
Chris,
again, man, on your show? Did we lose you again?
hello?
Yeah, there you go. Now we got you.
Oh, okay. So Entertainer came on my show and I asked him about Gettleman. You know what he said?
What's that?
He said, the only reason you will fire Gettleman is for fan service. So I said, wait a minute, Chris.
Mm.
You don't have an actual valid reason to fire him other than fan service? He said no. And
Wow.
yeah, but here's the thing though. You know why? Because
Mhm.
Chris is thinking the same thing. I'm thinking, well, damn, bro. I mean, we got a whole bunch of talent. The team is fine. It just things didn't go our way. We're not the only team in the NFL with a bad offensive line, bro. Like, come
It's
on,
that
like,
pound. It's the pound of flesh that got to go. Somebody got to get
yeah,
held accountable.
exactly.
Yeah, yeah, yeah,
It's a pound of flesh.
yeah.
So and I'm fine with that. You know what I'm saying? Somebody had got to roll. It is what it is. I'm fine with
Mhm.
that. Where I disagree with everybody else is, once again, Morpheus Fisk gonna give you that red pill. Don't come to my channel if you don't want the truth. All right. The truth of the matter is, you better pray to God we keep Kevin Abrams. Because if we don't keep Kevin Abrams, the next general managers are going to come in here and hit the reset button, and we're going to be talking about next year for the next 3 years. Just the way Gettleman did. When Gettleman came in, bye-bye OBJ, bye-bye JPP, bye-bye Janoris Jenkins, bye-bye
Mhm.
Eli Apple, bye-bye
Mhm.
Snacks Harris. He got rid of the whole team, and we had to
Mhm.
start from scratch.
Mhm.
I'm sorry, Giants fans. I don't want to start from scratch. I want to win next year. So
Absolutely.
keep Kevin Abrams in here because Kevin Abrams has had a say in all the players that have been here. He's Gettleman's right hand man.
And as far as like people bashing him, like, well, he's a guy that screwed up the cap. At the beginning of the press conference of Dave Gettleman, somebody go find it. I know it's out there. Go find it if you need it. But he was saying, I always tell my cap guy, if I want a guy, I don't care how it's done, go get it done. So if your boss is telling you to get something done and manipulate the cap, go get it done. I just looked at the presser with him and Dave Gettleman too with this past free agency. And he's just like, yo, we're doing things that are unorthodox. We don't do this of normal, but I tell you this, we went and got our guys, and we're not really worried about next year if the cap number is low. We can work
By the
around it.
way,
That's exactly what Kevin Abrams said. So all that, oh, he's not going to be the guy as a GM. Listen, and I'll tell you, shout out Lawrence Tynes too. I done my research, guys. If you don't follow my Twitter page, go follow it. I speak to a lot of people off the record, a lot of people, and there's nothing but good things on him. Now, I'm not saying he's the next GM. Of course not, because the fans will freaking lose their mind because they want something different. But I wouldn't mind it. He's a good guy. He got some stuff in his resume where people will be like, oh, shoot, if you knew what I knew, you'll be comfortable if they made that decision with Kevin Abrams. Honestly.
I'm
Honestly.
already
Take my word
comfortable
for it.
with it.
Take my word for it.
And I'm taking your word to the bank literally because a year ago, who the hell saw Adoree Jackson? I put it this way. This
Mm-hmm.
is the genius of Kevin Abrams. If you want to know why Kevin Abrams should be the GM, here's why. A year ago, the Giants had no cap room, right?
Facts. They were in the negatives.
We were in the negatives, right? Tell me how the Giants found a way to re-sign Leo, bring in
Yep.
Galladay, bring in Adoree, get Kyle Rudolph, and sign our draft picks.
Facts.
Come on,
And
bro.
that's a great job to me.
It's a real
That's a
great job because we
great
know
job to
Gettleman ain't
me.
doing that.
No. And you know what? And Gettleman said, hey, go be aggressive. And he said it. He said, we knew he was going to go into free agency aggressive. That's exactly what he said, Kevin Abrams.
Heck,
So the
Gettleman
fact if
wasn't
they had
even the
that
one.
plan and they knew they can manipulate the numbers, that's a good job to him. And as far as player evaluation, this guy is in those particular meetings. This guy does meet with the prospects. Kevin Abrams does do these things. Just because it's not publicly on a resume, he does this stuff. And again, I won't reveal who I speak to, but I speak to multiple people, and just one released what he felt about him at the same time as I'm getting information. And Lawrence Times was right. All that stuff came back. And this is a guy that has inside information, probably more than I do. More than I do. Let me say that. But I wouldn't be mad with Kevin Ambrose. And I know a lot of naysayers is out there. But yo, he's good. I'm telling you. You don't want to lose that guy if a new GM comes in. That's that. I agree with you on that, Fisk. I agree with you.
And Donnie, I'm gonna get to your super chat at the end of the show because I got a bone to pick with Eli about that anyway. But here's the thing, Eli.
Mm-hmm.
Another red pill for y'all. We can get Bill Polian. We can go get we can go get the greatest GM you could think of. We can go get Theo Epstein for baseball, for crying out loud. We can go get whoever you can think of.
Yeah.
John Mara still calls the shots. Doesn't matter.
Absolutely.
So why y'all want to bring in a new GM?
Paul Schwartz
by Mara anyway.
Paul Schwartz just released an article of who the potential GM. Shout out Paul Schwartz in the New York Post. Just released an article of who's the next GM, etc. I'm paraphrasing, but it's almost to that nature. It's about a couple days ago. But at the end of that story, it was Chris Mara, which is John Mara's brother, has the final say on everything. On everything. So a lot of people are like, well, hey, the GM. No, the GM reports to him. He has the final say on everything. And which we could go back to Gettleman where he could stay or not. You're right. The pound of flesh got to go. And shout out to Entertainer. I agree with that. And now you got me rethinking a bunch of stuff right now. I'm glad I do this show with you, bro. But honestly speaking, Chris Mara does a lot in that organization where nothing gets moved without his okay. You know what I mean? So I don't know, people. I don't know. You can get the best GM in the world, but it still got to go through a Mara. Still got to go through a Mara, man. Hands down. You're absolutely right on that, Fisk.
Giants fans out here crying about the wrong shit.
You're right, bro. I ain't gonna hold you. You're
crying about the wrong stuff. It's the same thing with Shermer. I told y'all not to fire Shermer. I said, bruh, can we please get rid of Betcher? The only thing more secretive than the Betcher scheme is Area 51 and the president's pin number to the freaking football. That's it. The Betcher scheme is right up there. I still don't know what it is. The Coca-Cola formula. I mean,
you say you're on the Krabby Patty secret formula? Yo, you.
I'm telling you, the Betcher scheme, bro, is one of the America's top secrets. It's got his own Netflix documentary coming out real soon.
Yo, so they got their 30 for 30. Yo, it's so secret the players didn't even know what was up, bro. They didn't know what was happening.
That's why they look confused on the field. They're like, bro, we don't even know the scheme.
Good God. Yo, Betcher was trash, son. Super trash, man. He was terrible. And we had some damn good defensive coordinators come in here. John Fox, Spagnuolo, freaking Perry Fuel. Like, we had some, and it came to him, and we're like, what the hell is this? Yo, oh my goodness, bro. Now you're right, bro.
Calls Pat Shermer his bro. Shermer,
that's what I thought. I thought they'll keep Pat Shermer and get a new defensive coordinator. That's what I thought.
But Eli, you gotta understand, he only got 1 year. The Eli Manning year shouldn't count.
You're right.
That wasn't his fault. Eli was forced on him. He had 1 year with DJ. One. That's not right. We should have kept Shermer. We should have launched Betcher straight to Area 51 since we're speaking of it. Should have locked them in there with whatever else is in there and got a real coordinator. Imagine
this team was so far off. You know what I mean? From what they thought that it could be. And that's Mara's fault, I think. I think that's Mara's fault because he thought that they'll get a new coach and they'll head to the freaking playoffs because Ben McAdoo did it 2 years or a year prior. You know what I mean? So, bro, like this team was disarray when freaking McAdoo had it, in my opinion. It was just filling in holes. Yeah, we went to the playoffs, but man, we couldn't score 30 points to save our lives. Like the players were just bad at that point. They were a shell of what they used to be. You know what I'm saying? Anyway, that's another subject. But they should in that case they should have gave Ben McAdoo another year as well. But I think the Eli debacle kind of messed things up. But you're absolutely right on Pat Shermer. They should have gave him that 1 more year just to see what he can do. And remember, absolutely they should have.
That's why I love Joe Judge. What you said about McAdoo, that's how McAdoo got fired. The
Mm-hmm.
culture. He didn't have a culture. He wasn't a leader.
Right.
Him and his stupid sunglasses and hairdo. He wasn't a leader. You know what I'm saying?
You're right on that.
McAdoo,
You're right on that.
him and his Cheesecake Factory menu with all the leather colorful plays on it and stuff.
He wasn't head coach material. It should have just kept Coughlin at that point. Just keep.
Yeah, we should have.
Just
We
keep.
really should have. Oh,
listen. Freaking Mike Tomlin had ups and downs in freaking in Pittsburgh, right? He had a losing season, I think, a couple seasons, right? And they still gave him a shot. In fact, he's still a head coach. You know what I mean? So you just got to trust those guys. That's why I love the Rooney family.
Don't fire nobody, bro.
No, that's why I love the Rooney family. That continuity is there forever. And Mike Tomlin is that guy. Like, I'll trade for Mike Tomlin any day. You know what I mean? He's that guy. If he gets fired tomorrow, he's gonna have a head coaching job somewhere. You know what I mean? But man, like, they should have granted that to Tom Coughlin, in my opinion. They should have granted that. I was so upset when they fired him or retired him. Excuse me, or when he retired. You know what I mean?
The Giants need is a president. The Giants need a consigliere. All right, the Giants need somebody who directs, who reports directly to John Mara and puts his foot down. That's what the Giants need.
Yeah.
And you know who
Chris?
should do that?
It gotta be Chris.
Nah, I was gonna say Eli.
Yeah.
Give it to Eli.
Yeah, I agree.
You know what I'm saying? Give it to Eli. Let Eli be the president of football operations. And because
he's gonna believe everything Eli says. Absolutely.
Yeah. If Eli says, "Look, John, we're not drafting. Okay, we're not drafting this guy. We're gonna draft this guy. We're gonna build this up. This is what we're gonna do." He'll probably listen. If he says, "Look, we're firing this guy. It ain't working," he'll listen. We need somebody who's John Mara's gonna listen to. He'll listen to Eli. The only thing with Eli is Eli want to work 12 hours a day.
Yeah.
Because that's what it's gonna take to be president of football operations. You know, like, don't nobody want to work 12, 14, 60 hours a week.
Nah.
You know,
a day. I'm good. 60, you said he's working about 72, 80 hours a week. I'm good. Facts. I don't even want that. I don't want that. You know? That's crazy.
So it's like,
I'm close to it. I'm very close to it. You know?
Yeah, I mean, like, I'll be on my Grizzly. Don't get it twisted, but it's like, I'm not that rich though. Yeah, you see, if I was worth 200-300 million like Eli, at that point, I call the shots. I show up to my office for a couple of hours. I tell people what I want done, and I go back home.
And I go to Cabo. I ain't playing. I'm taking that trip early. What?
Word.
What? You know, yo, we got to get rich off this, man. We working too hard.
Exactly. You know what I'm saying? Exactly.
Facts.
But like, I just think the Giants, man, and look, I'm Mr. Optimistic. For the most part, I try to be optimistic because I don't think this team is far off. See, one thing I learned as a sports bettor, I'm retired now. I don't bet anymore. I did my 10 years.
Wow, yeah, I can't bet at all. Years. Yeah, I can't bet at all. I can't do it, bro. I don't know how to. I gotta get in something where it's guaranteed. But go ahead, bro. I'm gonna let you.
I done moved on. You know what I'm saying? I got more guaranteed money. But the thing is, if there's one thing of being a bettor for 10 years taught me is perspective and looking at things long term, right? One of the things that we do as bettors is we have we start from the end point. What I mean is going into the football season, right? Or going into a basketball. I'll use basketball because I bet basketball. I was never that good at bet football. If I know a team's going to win 60 games, if I say the Lakers or the Heat or whoever, they're going to be the number 1 or 2 seed. They're going to win 60 games, 50, 60 games or whatnot, right? My job is to keep that perspective during a 4-game losing streak in December. You know what I'm saying?
Gambling stocks, man. You got the stock it, but go ahead. That's another subject.
So the point is, when I look at the Giants, I say, what did I think this team was going to be in September? And whatever I think that team was going to be in September, I had to keep that same perspective in December. Yeah. In September, I thought this Giants team was going to win 10, 12 games because they had the talent to do so, right? So if all those pieces are still on the team, why will my outlook be any different going into next season with 2 first-round picks and a new general manager? Why should I then think the team is going to be trash if just 3 months ago I thought this team was going to be elite? You get what I'm saying?
Absolutely.
Why would I change why will my mind drastically change? It's the long-term effect. It's kind of like if in football, right? Everybody assumed Kansas City was going to be favorites in the AFC, right?
Mm-hmm.
So if you're a sports bettor, you know what you say? It's a bad stretch. I thought Kansas City was going to be the number 1 seed. So what? They look bad right now. I'm rambling. This is why I don't watch the games I bet on. This is why. Because they're just a number. When you're sports betting, these teams are nothing but a number. If you watch these teams play that you bet on, you're going to be a bad bettor. They're nothing but a number. Because once you start watching them, it changes the way you look at the numbers. Fact. If I told you that the Cowboys were that the Chiefs were one of the best defensive football for 2 months, would you believe me?
No.
Exactly. So what I'm saying is, don't watch the games.
Absolutely.
Don't do it.
I feel you.
Don't do it. The Bears are one of the worst teams in the league right now. Eli, guess who's the 9th rated defense in the NFL?
Who's that, by the way?
The Bears.
The Bears. Yeah, wow. That's crazy.
Robert Quinn got 17 sacks.
That's crazy.
But everybody thinks they're trash.
Yeah.
But they got the 9th ranked defense in the league, though.
Wow.
Dude chasing Strahan right now.
Crazy, by the way.
Yeah. So when I look at things from a long-term, big picture perspective. If I felt in September that the Giants are good enough to win the division and make the playoffs, and we keep the same team basically going into 2022 because we really don't got much room to let anybody go other than Blake Martinez, who wasn't here this year anyway, why will my perspective change? If the only issue with the Giants is the offensive line, and even with a bad offensive line in September, I thought this team was good enough to win the division, why would I change my mind next year with a good offensive line?
I would, because of the sake of gambling. Like, I'll be like, all right, well, actually, you won't. Let's be honest. No, you won't.
Yeah.
You're going there and you'll be like, it got better. You know what I mean?
Yeah, they got better.
Absolutely. Yeah, absolutely.
It's a long term. If you live week to week, you're going to be a stressed out person, which is why I never watch games I bet on. For what?
Yeah, too much. It's too much of a headache, man. I don't bet. I don't like losing money. I don't like any of that. You know what I mean? Bad enough I got to pay bills. You know what I mean? So let me get something more guaranteed. Absolutely.
Shout out to Ruben.
Yo, hold on. Before you shout out Ruben, there was one from Don not too long ago. He had a super chat. Top 5 rappers.
No, that was about rappers. I wanted to get to that last.
Oh, I got you. Go ahead.
Yeah. I wanted to get to that last.
All right.
Ruben says, Fist, you really mad at Barkley for not speaking to the media? What do you want him to say? I would rather Barkley not speak than judge every lie. Bro, be a professional. Period.
Yeah.
Be a professional. Don't duck the media and then lie to my face talking about something. If I spoke to the media, I wouldn't have been able to get medical training after. Shut up.
Really? Nah, listen, man, you get paid millions of dollars to do what you do, and that comes with media, right? So even if, let's use an example of Stephen A. Smith. Stephen A. Smith could have the world's craziest, saddest day in the world, but guess what? He got to go on First Take and make y'all laugh and entertain you guys. Same as ball players. They got to put the product on the field and entertain you guys, and media is part of it. Go out there and put your big boy panties on and freaking go talk to the media. It's part of your job. And if you're sitting there upset, whatever the case is, then that just shows you, okay, you stop being a baby. Go out there and do your thing, because no matter how much of a bad day personally Vibes has, guess what on Twitter? It's a great day to you, and everybody's like, you're the most positive guy out there. Guess what? I have bad days too. But guess what? If I could go tweet something to make somebody happy, then so be it. You know what I mean? But and I don't get paid millions of dollars. You know what I mean? I'll go out and work like everyone else. You know, so Saquon got to put his pants on. So that's the reason why I understand Fisk is upset. Go out there and be a professional athlete. Go speak to the media and try to do the best you can, controlling your emotions, period. I totally agree with Fisk on that.
And stop looking so damn sad and depressed in your press conference.
Yeah, man. Like, listen, we know the season's trash. What are you going to do? The season's trash. What are you going to do? What are you going to do?
And they've been
still got to talk about them. You know, like Fisk, they act like they make it easy for us to talk about them and how bad they are. Like this ain't easy. This is not easy. We're content creators. It's hard to come up with content when this thing is this bad. It's hard. It really is. I can't wait to see what's good look like. I really can't wait to see it. Let's hope we don't run out of that. You know what I mean? But man, it's just it's easy to kick a dead horse, and it's easy to beat a dead horse. It's easy to kick someone while they're down, and it's tough for us to do it as content creators. You know what I mean? So Barkley, man, go out there and talk to the media. We know it's trash. It is what it is. Do your thing.
And I react to all of his interviews, bro. You talk for 6 minutes. You got like you there for 10, 15, 20 minutes. You talk for 6 minutes. Like for real, you can't take 6 minutes out your what is it? Your rigorous training of physical therapy, whatever that condition, whatever his excuse was. Like, come on, bro. Like, grow up. Like, don't be no Kyrie Irving and just try and like ignore the media because you don't feel like talking. Like, bro, grow up.
I agree. My fault, man. I'm freaking my wife there earlier. But yeah, no, I agree, man. Go out there and like I said, put on your pants, man. And it's part of you being an athlete. Go out there and talk to the media. No reason to look sad. Be mad at yourself. Train off season and come back stronger. That's it. It's the best you can do. It's the best you can do.
Especially when you got that C on your chest. You're supposed to be one of our top players. You can't be ducking the media.
Absolutely. Listen, Logan Ryan's out there, captain on his chest, right? And Logan Ryan's out there giving the best responses, even though it's the bad season. He tell you all, yeah, we're not living up to what the fans thought. We're not doing this what the fans thought. We're not doing that. So he's a captain. He gets it. He understands it. That's a leader. Saquon is still a little young. I get it. But, bro, you got to learn quick, especially with that captain on your chest. Go out there and go talk to the media. Go do what you do. That's it. Yeah, we're not putting on the best product, for the fans to be proud of. Yeah, we're not doing this for the fans to be proud of. Yes, we need to get better. Yes. Those type of tough questions going to come, especially when you're not winning. They're going to come. Just handle it like a man. Handle it like what the media training taught you to be. So I ain't mad at that at all. I ain't mad at that at all, Fisk. I agree with you on that.
And, this dude Galladay talks to the media every week, and he just... Galladay just... I'll be feeling bad for him sometimes. Like, I know you trash right now, but damn, bro. Like, as a professional, your pride got to be hurt right now. You know what I'm saying?
Absolutely.
Hey, yo, Detroit,
it's not easy.
I'm still willing to give you a 4th round pick if you take his contract back, though. You know what I'm saying?
They can have him. They can have him. I'm really fully confident.
Dan Campbell. I'm throwing a kneecap or two, too.
Word. They can take him. They can take him back. That's a fact.
Shout out to T2. T2 says, I couldn't bet. 1, it's not legal here. 2, bro, you know how many Western Unions and money grands I went to back in the day? I just want to be able to.
You were that bad?
Bro, I got into sports betting before it was popular. My first year betting was 2011. I had to go to the Western Union with the fake names and stuff to get my money to Costa Rica. What?
Bro,
Panama, Costa Rica, Nicaragua.
You were that bad, bro?
It's my job, bro. I couldn't sell crack. I lived in a good neighborhood, so I had to go get my gambling money. I couldn't sell crack. You know what I'm saying? I didn't have the opportunity like the rest of these people. Oh man, I'm just gonna hit the block, go get this money. I wasn't blessed with the opportunity to sell crack. Okay, I had to go figure out another way. So
I feel you. We'll talk sidebar. Good God, that is funny. That is funny, bro. He said I couldn't sell crack.
I didn't have the opportunity. I wasn't in that area.
Oh my God. Hey, did you win more than your loss? Let's ask that.
I was one of the best. I was very good. For every 5 games I bet, I won 3. That's a profit.
Why'd you stop, man? Did someone threaten to break your kneecaps? Or
nah. Wasn't like that. It just I got jaded, and then on top of that, man, I'm just being honest with you. I just got a taste of what it was like to get some guaranteed money, and I liked it. Like I told my homeboy, I knew it was time for me to stop betting when I started missing the money. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. Like when you betting, it's
we'll talk sidebar, man. That's an off the camera conversation.
And then T2 says, I like to sit down.
Yeah, shout out. You still there, man? Lose you again, Fisk? Good God, man. We stay losing Fisk.
What's up?
Did we lose Fisk on the show? Did I lose you?
Y'all lost me?
Go ahead. Now you're there.
Oh, okay. But now I'm just saying, T2, you gotta understand, like, I I started going to bed at like 7:30 at night because I didn't want to sweat the games. I'd have like 2 G's riding on like 5 different games, and I just went to bed. Because basketball games and baseball games, they started at 7 o'clock. So people always say, yo, Fist, why you go to bed so early? Because when I was 21, 22 years old, I didn't feel like sweating my bed. So I would go to bed at like 7:30 when the game started. And then I wake up around 12:30, 1 o'clock, check the score, see if I make money. Then I roll around and go back to sleep. And then I wake up at 4 in the morning and run my numbers again and start my day over. So it's just like,
That's too much work.
it was.
Yo, it's too much work for me. I
Yeah.
get hats off to betters. I just can't like yo. I went to a casino, took a little trip down to for the first time ever to AC, and I'll be lying to you, bro. I bet $100. I won 200, and I never bet again. Like,
Smart
yo,
man.
and I was like, yo, and I was like, ooh, I don't want to lose this 100. Like, yo, like I
Yeah.
can't stand the thought of losing money. I'd rather spend $2,000 on food and having a good time than actually in a slot machine or something. That's just me. I don't know.
But you
I'm
got to
weird
look
that
at it from all right, I give you an example. This is a true story. I stopped betting for about a year or two. I want to say the last time I took betting serious, like baseball, basketball. I hate betting football because it's once a week. I can't get into a rhythm.
way.
Was probably 20 right before the pandemic. I was knee deep in the NBA season before the pandemic, right?
Hmm.
This is a true story. I
Yeah.
thought I thought I could just jump back in and like bet again. Like like nothing.
Yeah.
I thought I still had it. Long 3 grand later, I realized I didn't have it. And this is just 2 months ago. I tried to get back into it. All right, 3 grand later, I realized I didn't have it no more. I gotta work a little harder.
Hmm.
But the point is, my homeboy said, my homeboy used, he used to put in work, in other areas that we won't get into.
Hmm. Hmm.
And what I tried to explain to him, and he understood it because of what he used to do. So he understood what I meant by this. I didn't lose 3,000. I lost 9,000 because the whole purpose of that money. No, I lost 12 grand. I didn't lose 3 grand. I lost 12 grand because I was supposed to double that money. I was supposed to take that 3, turn it into 6, take that 6, turn it into 12, and withdraw it. So in my mind, I lost 12 G's. I didn't lose 3 G's. That's the mind of a hustler. I don't think about. I thought about. I was thinking about what I was supposed to win and why I tried to flip that money. I wasn't thinking about the money I lost. The 3 grand was not what is irrelevant. The 3 grand was nothing but a machine. It was a part of the cog that I needed to get to 12.
Hmm.
So it's kind of like if you in certain areas of life and you get robbed for your product, you're not thinking about, oh my goodness, I just lost a key. You're thinking about, damn, I just lost whatever they're going for, 17, 12, whatever you supposed to get for it. That's what you're thinking about, you lost.
I feel you. Let me say this. Let me put this waiver out. The thoughts of the viewers of Fish Vegas about a key. I don't know. I don't know anything about that. Uh, Rules talk sidebar. I would like to get that analogy a little bit better. But bro, is it me or is your mic sound a little like mechanic-ish? I don't know. Is it my audio?
Now you sounding like a cyborg right now a little bit.
Yeah, sorry, I'm sounding cyborg.
You sound a little bit like a cyborg, but StreamYard do be bugging from time to time.
All right, hold on.
And YouTube when they hear dudes talking about real talk, they be trying to crack down. You know what I'm saying? YouTube algorithm like, nah, they dropping gems right now. Let's fess with their audio. I'm just saying, I people for no reason and stuff. Think YouTube don't be watching, bro. I promise you. But shout out to Gettleman. Gettleman says Baker quarterback 1 would definitely fit the Giants culture. How would he fit the Giants culture? Name one thing about Baker that fits the Giants culture. Like Joe Judge would go nuts if he got Baker as a quarterback, crying to media and arguing with talking heads on Twitter. Like Joe Judge will lose his mind, bro. Like John Meredith and like Odell swagger. You think he gonna like Baker swagger? Like he don't fit the Giants culture, man. Like stop. Like for real, stop the cat. Baker Mayfield. But Donnie. Is Donnie still in? Donnie, you still in here? One of the things, like I said, man, y'all gotta understand the sky's not falling. Have a good draft. We're gonna get it. We're gonna have a good free agency. You back,
Yeah,
Eli?
my fault, man. Yeah, my fault, bro. I was like, man, I wonder if it was me. My apologies, brother.
Oh, nah, you good. You good. Nah, just StreamYard be tripping from now and again. And by the
Yeah.
way, all this is alleged. You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? I don't know nobody who do illegal things, and I don't do no illegal things. These are just all alleged. The well, what did they say at the beginning of Law and Order or something? Got to protect the right. The names and places have been changed to protect the right to the innocents.
Yo, that's a fact. And you know what? I think they say that on the BMF show, which is hilarious. Like, yo, some of this
Word,
stuff isn't true, but maybe. Like, it just gives
but
you,
maybe
you
it
know what I
might
mean?
be.
It might be, but it won't be. You know what I mean? Like, it's a legend.
Yeah, one of my favorite movies is American Hustle, right?
Yeah.
With American Hustle with Amy Akers and what's my man name who plays? Oh damn, I'm drawing a blank. But yeah, American Hustle. Y'all know the damn movie. But the guy who played Bane, I can't believe I'm forgetting the name. No, Batman's in it. Christian Bale. Yes, American Hustle with Christian Bale. There we go. I was bugging. I'm like, bro, like Batman's in the movie. So yeah.
Mm-hmm.
At the beginning of the movie, because it was low key kind of based on a true story.
Right.
So at the beginning of the movie, it says some of this shit, it might have really happened. It
We just
might.
can't confirm or deny.
Yeah, we can never confirm nor deny. I might watch that movie, and I love that movie, man. I'm gonna have to watch that movie again.
I haven't
But
seen it. I gotta watch it though. I haven't seen it.
it's great. If you're a hustler, you're gonna love the movie. It's
I'll give it a try.
like I love movies about getting money. I can't help it. I can't help it. I'm one of them dudes. I'm one of them dudes who get excited when they count money in drug dealer movies. Like when Scarface is counting the money with the money machine, they get my blood pumping, man.
Yeah.
Love
Listen,
that.
bro, this is why you're gonna reach $1 million before me, man. You got that hustler spirit. That's a good thing.
I appreciate that, man. I do.
Anytime, bro.
Speaking of hustler spirit, Eli, that's a good transition.
Hmm.
Cause I got a bone to pick with you. We got beef right now.
Oh shoot.
You was disrespectful on Twitter last week. All right, you was disrespectful. Now,
What happened?
I specifically remember tweeting out, 50 Cent will wash Hove in the verses. You know what I'm saying?
Oh.
And you had some unkind things to say to that. Listen,
Mm-hmm.
50 Cent has and will forever be the king of NY. I know y'all love Jay-Z, I get it.
Mm-hmm.
But 50 Cent is better than Jay-Z. I don't know how many other ways to say this. In a versus, he's beating Hove. I've seen Hove perform in person. He not bringing that energy of 50 Cent bring. He not bringing that. Hove got some hits, but in a live performance setting in a versus, 50's it's gonna be Dipset versus the Locks all over again.
I feel where you're coming from. I feel exactly, and Jay-Z will kind of be on the Dipset side with so many commercial success that the street, the energy, and the environment might win. You might have something going on there, but Hove is so iconic. Not to say 50 isn't, but Hove is the first rapper to reach a billion. Hove is the first philanthropist out there to do his own Rockefeller Sports. Like, bro, he's so an iconic figure. That energy also plays a factor into it as well. Now, let's not poo-poo on what Hove can bring to the table. He got them street anthems. What are you gonna do if they play freaking Dead Presidents? What are you gonna do if he play freaking? Hold on, give me a song, Dead Presidents. I'll throw that out there.
Okay, now we're talking about the one, me and my conglomerate, whatever. Yeah, you talking about the slow version of one he sampled Nas, right?
No, that's Can I? The Dead Presidents joints. Can I Live? I'm sorry, that's Can I Live? Can I Live? Okay. What are you gonna do if they play that?
So you mean to tell me Many Men couldn't beat Can I Live?
No.
Wow.
I'm sorry, I'm a hip hop head, bro. What are you
There's
gonna
no
do
way.
if they play Cough Up Along, Where I'm From, Marcy, son? What are you gonna do when they play that?
Yo, 50 Cent could play What Up Gangster to beat that.
No. No. Yo, listen, I would say this. And I got the. I'm not gonna give you ammo in this, but I know certain tracks that can keep up with certain tracks like that. But what are you gonna do when he play? The man, what the hell is that? The Nas sample he did. Out the presidents to
Yeah,
represent me.
that's why.
What's
That's
that
when you
joint?
said dead presidents. I thought you were talking about that one. I'm not the
Nah. With the Can
president
I
to
Live? The Dead
represent me.
President. I'm sorry, that's the Isaac Hayes. That was the what's that movie? That joint you took from. But anywho, what are you gonna do if they play something like that? Like, bro, he got like
Okay, let me ask you a
Reasonable Doubt
question.
alone is
But Get
crazy.
Rich or Die
Blueprint
Trying is
by
better than
itself
Reasonable Doubt.
alone,
Get Rich
bro.
or Die Trying is
Reasonable
better.
Doubt is keeping up with Get Rich or Die Trying.
No, it's not. No, it's
You
not.
bugging, bro.
No.
And I'm
Ain't
not
no
even going
nigga
with
like the one
Blueprint.
I
And I'm
got.
not a Hove fan. Don't get me wrong. I'm not a Hove fan. I'm not a Hove
But the only commercial track,
Homer.
the only commercial track from that is "Ain't No Nigga Like the One I Got." That's
Correct.
the
So
only
that's more of a
commercial song.
gritty album, right?
Yeah, but you gotta perform these tracks. These B-sides, they're not gonna work.
Yo, bro. They play Ain't No right now. And he bring out Fox. That place is going bananas.
It might,
Yes, I
but here's the
understand he could
thing
bring
though.
out
But if
Eminem.
50,
He could bring out Banks. I
yeah,
understand that.
but
I'm a
if
50
they
fan, bro.
perform
I'm
the
a
Banks
50
workout,
fan. But I
but that's
know
one
the
of the
power of
greatest
Hove.
freestyles of all time, though.
Who?
The Banks workout over the Biggie beat. If he, because remember, 50 does the
It's a
first verse
50
on that.
verses, though. It's not a Banks versus.
No, but that's what they do in these verses. Like when you got a feature. Remember remember Ja Rule versus Fat Joe. They
Right.
brought the featured artists and let them do their verse. So with
Correct.
50 Cent plays "Hated to Love It," that's Hove only got like 2 tracks that can match that.
Talk to me. I doubt that. They play Hater to Love It. There's so many Hove songs.
But I'm just saying, like, what does he play? Empire State of Mind at that point? The
No.
beat "Hated to Love It."
No.
If 50 Cent play in the club, what name a club banger Jay-Z got that's beaten in the club? Club banger. Name one.
I wouldn't even play a bang. I'll give him Money Cash Hoes. Like I'll play that. And 50 will probably edge it. Don't get me wrong. But you play Money Cash Ho and DMX unfortunately ain't here. They're ringing off to that.
Yeah, and you know the first track 50 could play the minute he played Money Cash Hoes. 50 can
What's
answer
that?
with he all 50 gotta do is just put on Wankster. Because you know why? Because here's the thing. What people forget about 50 is 50 ran the world for 5 years. Well, 50 Cent music
Absolutely.
is
Yeah,
timeless.
run.
50's music is timeless, and that's what people don't get when you play
And Hove isn't though?
No, but the difference is when you play 50 Cent music on that stage, it's gonna hit different. Though the 50's production is gonna hit different than a lot of them whole tracks when you play it on stage. It's just, I'm telling you, it's gonna get ugly for him.
Bro,
It's gonna get ugly for Hove.
They play It Can't Be Life by Hove with that Kanye West sample. No, I think it's Kanye West that did that, or was it just Blaze? I think it's Kanye West. With Scarface, bro, what's matching that? And I'm not a Hove fan. I just realized the power of Hove.
PIMP beats Big Pimpin'. I hate to break it to y'all. PIMP is better than Big Pimpin', man.
Big Pimpin' is a commercial success. PIMP. But
50 outsold Hove. What you mean? 50's more popular. 50 at his peak is way more popular than what Hove was. Hove was never as big as 50 was at his peak.
No, Hove, no, definitely wasn't. I'm not.
This is what I'm trying to explain to people. Like,
I'm not gonna say
50 is a bigger artist than Hove. Like 50's music, his hits are bigger than Jay's. If name one Jay-Z hit that's by himself, not Alicia Keys, not Kanye West, not Pharrell, name one solo hit from Jay-Z.
None. The Empire State of Mind is his biggest one. Empire State of Mind is his biggest one.
On the hook.
Absolutely.
50 could battle Jay-Z with no features and beat him. If Hove need those features. But if 50 really go into his bag, let's keep it 100 here. Patiently waiting with him and M it's a classic, bro.
But bro, we're talking about 20 songs, right? And you got to be strategic here. I get it. But all he got is Get Rich or Die Trying.
The Massacre is better than Get Rich or Die Trying.
Excuse me?
The Massacre is better than Get Rich or Die Trying. 50 Cent's my favorite. He's my favorite rapper of all time. I promise you. The Massacre is
Fisk, I love you, bro. I love you. But I will hang up. Let me tell you, the Massacre is better than Get Rich or Die Trying.
Let me tell you why the Massacre is better than Get Rich or Die Trying. On Get Rich or Die Trying, at the PIMP, the album falls a little flat. PIMP is track
You
11, I think, on
bugging?
Get Rich or Die Trying, right?
Yo, we
Hear me
go
out.
through that. That Get Rich or Die Trying can't be skipped. Not one song.
No, but hear me out though. Neither can the Massacre. But if you look
Bugging.
at it,
You
the
bugging.
Massacre after track 11 would have been Ski Mask Way, because it was Get in My Car should have been 10, and then Ski Mask Way would have been 11, I believe. After Ski Mask Way, you still got Position of Power. You got Just a Little Bit. You got Disco Inferno. You got Rider Music. You got freaking Toy Soldier. You got, like, he had mad hits. I Don't Need Him. The whole back half of the Massacre was a classic album by itself.
I don't know.
50 Cent, if you take out Gotta Make It to Heaven and Wankster, the back half of the Get Rich or Die Trying can't touch the back half of the Massacre. It can't.
Bro, you talking about,
he's my favorite.
And again, I'm trying to remember this track list. It's so many years ago. But you talking about Wankster, you talking about Not Like Me, you talking about, what else is on there?
By the way, it was okay. So it was Poor Little Rich. You had Bloodhound. Not
Hard.
Bloodhound, it was Blood Pressure. Get in my car. Gotta Make It to Heaven, Wankster, Life's on the Line, You're Not Like Me, and there's one track I'm forgetting.
Hard. Besides, maybe you can make it through heaven. That one, maybe that's an iffy, but you still listen to that track.
But the thing is, the Massacre, you gotta understand, the Massacre is just a better work of art, bro. It's not close.
I don't know. I'll give that more to the Curtis album.
Nah, Curtis is
I'll give that more to the Curtis album.
Curtis on the verses, Curtis is gonna hit hard, because Curtis, he got AO Technology, he got Amusement Park, he got
that's what I'm saying,
though. I Get Money.
But that's what I'm saying.
Will Kill with Akon.
But that's what I'm saying, Fisk. The Massacre, he could go through all that Disco Inferno, all that trash. He got to go from Get Rich or Die Trying to Curtis.
Nah, but here's the thing, though. You're not understanding. He wrote all the game hits. He could play How We Do. He could play Hate It or Love It on there.
Right, because he's a featured artist. I get it. Oh, and by the way, you can even go to the mixtapes. You can even go to all of that.
Yeah, and he'll keep up. He'll body hold with the mixtapes. But you skipped an album.
I don't know.
You skipped an album, though.
Who?
You skipped the album with 3 of his biggest hits on it.
We got Get Rich or Die Trying, Massacre.
No, that's Die Trying soundtrack. Hustlers
right. I'll whip your head, boy. Yeah, that's hard.
I'll whip your head, boy. Yeah, yo, 50 catalog is deep.
It's deep, but I don't know if it's Hove. I don't know.
It beats Hove. You want to know why it beats Hove? Because sonically, it's just better. A lot of Hove stuff, a lot of that Hove stuff that y'all think is hot, it's only hot because, like, what I'm trying to say is a lot of that's B-side stuff. And I'm a Hove fan, so I can speak on this. A lot of Hove stuff is B-side stuff. A lot of Hove B-side records don't translate well into performances. 50 Cent B-side records translate well into performances.
But 50's not a good performer either, though. Let's not sit here and say 50 Cent's gonna rock the stage.
He's way more energy than Hove, though. It's way more energy than Hove.
Bruh.
Way more energy.
Hove will smoothly walk across that stage and kill something. You crazy? And trust me, I'm a 5-0 fan.
Jada all over again, bro. This is Cam versus Jada all over again.
Oh no, bro. Listen, you come up with 20 joints in the DMs, and I'll give you my 20 joints to combat that. We'll release it to the public, and let's see what they say.
No, we're gonna do that. I'll take that bet. Shout out to Donnie real quick though. He says my personal top 10: 50 Biggie, J, X, Banks,
wow,
Pun, Jadakiss, Fab, Nas, and Styles P.
Wow.
Okay. That's a good 10, especially because Banks and 50 are in my top 5. So I definitely rock with that 10.
Wow. Man, you guys are gonna hate my top 5.
I mean, everybody know my top 5. It's 50, Hell Rel, Banks, Ross, and Game. That's my top 5.
Now, there's so many different variations to your top 5. Is it your personal top 5 favorite also?
I don't believe in ranking a top 5 based on talent. I believe in ranking the top 5 based on what you listen to.
All right, I feel you.
You know what I'm saying?
I feel you. Yeah, my top five is a little different, man. My top five, if I had to pick, of the people that influenced me would would definitely be Big, Pop, Hove, and not hugely, but X, DMX for sure. M, Nas, and I'm sure I'm past five already. Kiss, the entire D block. Dipset for sure. I'm way past that, but those are all the people that influenced me to even pick up a pen and write something. You know what I mean? So that those would be my guys for sure.
And the thing is, right? People forget 50 Cent made mixtapes popular. 50 Cent was the first
Oh yeah, yeah,
rapper
yeah.
to get signed on a mixtape, right?
It's them and like the better verses for me. I thought I would have seen is G Unit versus the Locks. I would love
Nah,
to see
they're
that.
not big enough. See, the
I
problem
would
is
love
50
to see
Cent.
that.
The problem is the only verses that made sense for 50 was Hove. That's it. It's the King of New York. It's the only battle that makes sense for Jay-Z.
Yo,
And it's
but
the
you
only
don't think
battle.
Wayne to keep up with Hove?
No, keep that little southern nigga in the South. Tell him to go battle T.I., bro. Now we keeping this New
That's a
York.
slaughter. Yeah, that's a
Nah,
good
we're
one. I
keeping
like
this
that
New
Ti.
York, bro.
I like that. I like
It's
that a
only
lot.
DMX and 50 Cent are the only two rappers worthy enough who deserve to be on
And
that stage with
X would
Jay-Z.
have killed Hove in my opinion. I think X would have
Young
killed
X,
50 in my opinion.
Young X, but old X, like Young X, if he had the energy
Man,
like
we're
to
talking about
perform them
as dark
hits.
and hell is hot. X,
But
like
you
the
know what
song's
though?
still a
Now that I think
songs.
about it, you know what? X probably would have got Hove because now that it started, because after the COVID, they start performing them.
Yes.
So on a stage, yeah, X probably would have got Hove because he would
X
have
still had
outperformed.
that energy.
Yeah, he would
Telling
have
you.
outperformed him. Now that I think about it.
Mm-hmm.
Shout out
And we're
to
talking
Timmy.
about as dark and hell is hot. We're talking about all right, we'll go into all that. That's another conversation. We gotta shoot. My fault.
I think he would have got him. You just talking perform.
Oh yeah,
because
got him up
X
out of
brought
here.
that energy. Yeah, he
Oh
would have
yeah.
got him. Shout out to Timmy. I'm tired of all these non-believers being on your channel, Fist. 50 was Slay Jay-Z like DJ Slade the DT. Facts.
Nah.
And he got the Eminem bag too, bro. What they gonna do when he played the Till I Collapse freestyle, right? So 50 Cent come on stage until I collapse. Yeah, with
That's
the
a bullet.
all my
I was holding on. I
gunshots.
ain't gonna give you the list, bro. I'm a 50 fan, but I ain't gonna give you a list, bro. I'll just
Remember
take
when
the whole
50
rap.
was like, he said, "You never had a hot gun in your waist and blood on your shoes."
Cause a
Because the
nigga wanna
nigga
said
went
the
said the
wrong shit
wrong
to
shit
you.
to you. And
Mm.
then as soon as he ends, right? You're not like me, and I'm not like you. And the Eminem come out and spit his verse, the crowd gonna go nuts.
Yo, that 50 verse, you can't poo poo on that 50 verse. I'm like an animal hit it when I spit it. It's crazy. Got 7
Crazy.
yards, the bullholes, and niggas try to play me.
Play
Come on,
me,
bro.
bro.
That verse
I'm telling you,
alone.
50.
I got 50 joints I ain't gonna give you, but we can quote a lot of 50. 50
I
is in
got
my
the whole
catalog,
catalog.
bro.
It's
I'm
my
a 50
favorite rapper,
fan.
bro. I know the
I'm a
catalog. It's my
50
favorite
fan,
rapper.
but I ain't gonna give you no secrets to this thing here we about to do.
Man, I done heard 50 Cent, bro. I was still bumping I was bumping Witcher. I was bumping Power with $1 the other day, man. That slow dough better than no dough track get me through rainy days, man. I'm out here trying to get this money. And that slow dough come on from Power with $1, man. Yo, my man 50 been a GOAT for like 25 years, bro.
What'd you say?
Shout out.
Get. I'm sorry.
Shout out to Donnie. My personal top 5 from anyone. 50, J. Cole, Game, Eminem, and Jadakiss. I ain't mad at that.
Nah, Cole's hot. I'll put Kendrick in there if we're going that modern.
I need to listen to more Kendrick. I do. Some of because Kendrick hit or miss with me. Kendrick is like Drake to me. I either really like their track or I hate it. There's like no in between.
Bro, I'm gonna be honest with you. It's just the lyrical ability that I'm in the lyrics. I'm in the hearing what they're saying. I'm hitting into the metaphors, the punchline.
We from that era. I'm the same way. We from that era.
Bro. Like I listen to battle rap because that's the true art form. You know what I'm saying? Like I'm huge into battle rap. Shout out Yoshi G. Follows me. She's great. But yo, bro, we gonna sit down and we gonna go through some stuff with battle.
Now hold on. Let me tell you why.
You'll love it.
Let me tell you why though. I hate battle rap because I liked it better when they freestyle. I don't like this whole writing 50 bars and no, I liked it better back in the days on 106 and Parkway. And you just had to spit your best. You had to freestyle. Back when Big Ticket used to put you in the basement, you had to freestyle. I liked it better when they had to freestyle. That's all I'm saying.
Bro, they were writing then. There was some of their verses. If you go back and listen to the BET, all them freestyles, all them was verses on albums later. You get what I'm saying? Even 50 is
Yeah, I
of
mean they
known for doing
were,
that.
but
So just think about it, like,
come
bro.
on,
Just think of
man.
is the picture is painted beautifully when they write it. Trust me. Well, I'm gonna sit down. We're gonna listen to some stuff via StreamYard, YouTube, FaceTime, whatever we got to do to make that work. I'm gonna put you on a couple battles. You're gonna be like, damn, all right, I got you. Trust me.
And real quick, shout out to Corey. West Coast on East Coast, bruh.
Man,
Stop.
Who's Corey? Get rid of Corey.
Stop, Corey. We ain't got time, bro. Stop, Corey.
Get rid of
We're
Corey,
not doing
man.
that.
You out of here, Corey. You out of here, Corey.
You out of here, Corey.
You out of here, Corey.
Stop it, bro. Shut up. He said out to Dave Gettleman. He said better performer, Chris Brown or Bruno Mars. Ooh, geez.
That's a tough one. I ain't gonna lie to you. I like them both.
Bro.
Yo, I like Bruno Mars, bro. I love Chris Brown. Don't get me wrong, but I like old Chris Brown. But Bruno Mars, man. I just watched something where he did a Prince tribute. It was like maybe a couple years ago, and bro, he was playing that Purple Rain joint. Let's Go Crazy. I'm sure it was. But bro, he was killing that guitar, Bruno Mars, bro. And I watched the Uptown 24 Carat. He was doing like a on YouTube, like it was a model runway show. I forgot what it was, but Bruno Mars was killing it. Like, I was like, oh,
now that I think about it, because like Bruno just like, I like Chris Brown, but Chris Brown be out there sweating and all that. Yo, this dude Bruno don't break a sweat, and he be in the flyest outfits.
Word.
On
it's
the
a show.
planet.
It's a show. Chris Brown, he gonna give you a couple crunks, and he out the door. He gonna smoke some weed. Facts. Bruno Mars, you know what I mean? Bruno Mars gonna give you a show, bro.
It's the swagger, bro.
Word.
The swag. He's a vibe. Bruno Mars is a whole vibe, bro.
Word.
You can't beat that. Shout out to Timmy though. Timmy says 50 said, nah, tell him to kiss my black. Hold on, bully with the beauty mark. He says, nah, tell him kiss my black ass. The clean part, the shitty part, the bullet wound, the beauty mark, the fifth will tear your ass apart. Damn, I know that song. Now that I actually said it out loud, I know that song. Fuck. What song was that? Damn, I know that song.
Yo, the way you spit it, I can't get it. Not to say that you delivered it wrong, but I'm trying to get it. Hold on. Damn, I know that song. Yes, it hit me. All right.
I know that song. The beauty, the bullet wound, the beauty mark, the fifth will tear your ass apart. I know that.
Yeah, I know that. Now you delivered it. Oh shit, what was it?
Was that on the Beg for Mercy album? Damn, that might have been on. But this sound like something on Beg for Mercy. I could be.
Or mixtape.
That sound. Damn, that sounds so familiar, Timmy.
You gotta give me a little more. Timmy, my apologies, brother. You can give me more. Yeah, I got to figure out what song that is.
Shout out to Corey. Corey says, best artist out right now, Benny the Butcher.
Shout out to Benny.
Yeah, shout out to Benny and my nigga 38 Special.
Facts.
J. Cole, Kendrick, D Smoke, Meek Mill. I love Meek Mill. I just wish I didn't follow him on Twitter. Drake, Saint, John, Anderson, Paak. Black Thought rate my top 10. You have a more conscious 10 than me. I'm more of a hustler. You have a more conscious 10.
It's more conscious on there. And besides, I mean, listen, you got Benny. Benny's the slick talking. Benny reminds me of, and shout out to, because I just got finished speaking to him, but Benny reminds me so much of Ransom, of A-Team. My guy, he's a Giants fan. We're gonna do some content together soon. But Ransom, New Jersey rapper. If anybody don't know him, I will not say what his biggest claim to fame is. I just think he's a dope rapper and a very good dude. And not to say his claim to fame. His claim to fame is Desert Storm and all that stuff. But I know people know him from some other stuff. But Ransom, go do your research on Ransom, man. He got bars for days. Like, he reminds me so much of Benny. Even a little bit more better as far as lyrical in my ability, in my opinion. But definitely do some Ransom. But you got Benny, you got Cole. Yeah, you going conscious street shit. You going conscious street, bro. That's a whole different mixture. Shout out to that list though. I'm respecting it.
Shout out to Corey. That Paak Bruno Mars album is already a classic. Yeah. That album was on repeat for like 2 days.
Yeah, for sure.
The culture needed that. Shout out to them for that.
Hell yeah.
Timmy says the song is called Eminem and 50 song called The Re-Up. Yeah, okay.
Oh, what is
Yeah.
that? Damn,
That
why I
sounds
can't get that one?
familiar now.
The Rio. I know the album.
I know
I
Eminem
just
had an speaking of which, that Eminem killed that track, by the way, that we run it, that you don't know track off, because I
Oh
think
yeah, for sure.
Eminem had an album called The Re-Up or The Relapse or something. He had
Yeah, it was Rio.
D12, Obi Trice, all them deuces on that shit. Shout out to Black Scorpion. You have to be outside to have this conversation. Does that apply to music too, or just ranking sports players? No, it applies to music more than sports. You got to be outside when you judging some of these rappers, bro. Because if you not,
Facts.
you
It's
really
where
got to be
barbershop
outside.
talk comes in from. You get what I'm saying? It's where barbershop talk comes in. You outside talking in the barbershop when it comes to music. You know what I mean? And yeah, you gotta be outside more talking about music. It's so much emotion into it, so much energy.
Yeah,
It's good energy too. You know what I'm saying? So
because
yeah,
music
you
marks
definitely gotta be
time.
outside.
Music marks time. Like that's why, like
Hell yeah.
when I talk about Jay-Z, I'm like, yo, yeah. People think I'm not a whole fan. What are you, nuts? You know how much money I done counted in the streets is watching? Are you nuts?
Yo,
What?
you ain't even don't you know what's coming. You know what's coming, bro. You know what's coming when I make this list. I just want you to
My
know.
man Hove, he said public apologies to the families that are caught up in my shit, but that's a life for us poor souls caught up in this shit. The life and
You know
times of
what's
a nigga
coming,
mind
son.
excited by crime. Oh my man, please.
You know
You know
what's
how much
coming,
money?
son. You
You
know
know how
what's
much
coming.
money I counted the Hove? Come on, bro.
Listen, Fitz got me out my element here. Let me get back into the positive vibes that's out on Twitter. But when it comes to music, bro, what? I could talk for hours. I love it. I
I love
contributed
music
to it.
too, man. I do. Shout out to Prince Castro. Remember, supporting Big Fisk is supporting small businesses. I did a song with Beanie Siegel while he still had his voice. I gotta build the following before I can release that. Hey, brother Rax, what you think of Times Ticking Volume 2 or 3 if you gotta listen?
Time's Ticking Volume 2 or 3. If you gotta listen, is that his joint? Forgive me. Is that his joints?
I don't know. I'm waiting. I was waiting on you to talk to him so I could ask about that Beanie Siegel with the voice track. What? I love Beanie.
Yeah, bro.
I
Nah,
want to
send me
speak on
some
that.
joint in my DMs, bro. I'll take a look for sure. I'll take a listen.
My man
If
said
that's
you
your,
got Beanie
I,
Siegel with the voice.
yeah, nah. Listen, if you got that track, man, send me. No, what? Hold on to that in good faith. Send me your stuff in the DMs, man. You know, I am Eli Rax on all platforms, and for sure, man, I support. I'll definitely try to get some ears to the end. Like I said, man, I'm building a good friendship. Hopefully, with my man Ransom, man. If he likes it, I'll send it to him too. Shout out to Ransom.
Oh, no wonder why. Okay, Timmy, I see what you're talking about. See, I never heard this song, but that verse that 50 spit, I've heard that on another beat on a mixtape, on a Who Kid tape. So I just because Timmy sent me the song, I had to play it on my other ear. I've heard. Okay, I remember that verse, Timmy. I never heard that song, but I
What
remember
song
that
is that?
verse. It's the re-up song, but 50 Cent's verse was played on a Who Kid tape over a different beat.
Got you.
Yeah, that's because I remember those bars. It was on a Who Kid tape on a different beat.
Got you.
Shout out to Castro. He says that's my joints. Oh, okay. Look, bro, Castro, I didn't know you was a rapper, bro. You know what I'm saying? I wanted to listen to some fire, man. I'm always wanting to. I'm a hip hop head. Like I'm a hip hop nut. You know, I've listened to what thousands of hours of music. I always got my headphone in my ear, bro. People think I'm a truck driver because I always got one of my headphones on or something when I'm out in public. Nah, you want to look. I'm 32. You know, I'm old enough to
That easier. Hit that and send some music over. I love to hear it.
in another world, if I had my money right, I could have been a rapper, man. I had bars for days. I just
Listen, I dibble and dabble. People got to go find it, but I dibble and dabble into it. You know what I mean? You know, there's some deals on the table back when in my younger days. But yeah, man, we was tearing it up. We was tearing it up. You know, and we did some music out there, man. Some still stuff out there. Just gotta go find it.
Shout out to Fitz Vegas. I love the Eagles. I can't lie no more. Oh my gosh, bro.
And he got your Avi in there. Whatever that is, man, that's gone. Get
How
rid
many
of Fist
spaces-
Vegas.
Yo, how many spaces did he have to put in his name to get that to work? Yo, dudes be trying, man. But look, when it comes to rap, man, hold on. Shout out to Corey. Corey and Timmy popped up at the same time. Corey says, 38 said, no chance for survival, no checking vitals. A fast car and a gun trying to catch up to my rivals. I got a lamb and a stick like I'm fresh out the Bible. Jesus. Now, my man, I'm just picturing that in 38 Special's voice, though.
Hard.
Just listen to that 38 Special's voice, man. Nah, that's fire, bro.
Hard. That made me want to pick up a pen again. That's hard.
Yeah, that is hard. Nah, that's real hard. Now I love my man 38 Special. Shout out to 30. But and it's weird though, because I'm old. That's why I'm mad. Dark Low and AR Ab got locked up, man. Because I feel like you just need those rappers who just spit. You know, it's cool.
Just
to have
that gutter,
sense,
man. Like it's that energy. Like people don't understand that vibe, bro. Like it sucks and unfortunate how that happened. Again, people got to do what they got to do. You know, I get it. You know, it's unfortunate, but man, AR Ab will be missed, man. That's that guy too. Shout out.
You rock with AR Ab?
Yeah, shout AR.
I thought I was one of the only
shout
ones.
Shout AR, bro. Shout AR.
I thought he's better than Meek Mill. Be honest with you, I thought AR Ab was, in my opinion,
because it's real. Yeah, of course, because it's real, bro. Like Meek, shout out Meek.
Come out of Philly.
Yeah, no disrespect to Meek.
Beans.
Which one?
I said no disrespect to Meek or Beans, but I thought AR Ab was the best rapper that ever came out of Philly.
Because of that energy, bro. Like, and I put Beans to a high regard. Don't get it twisted. I think it'll be Beans first and then AR, in my opinion. But I mean, shout out Meek. Meek was like a battle rapper. Like Meek wasn't like to say that his life wasn't structured the way that he spit it. But AR Ab, you could tell, was structured the way it was. You get what I'm saying?
Yeah,
like
that's that energy. AR Ab in the he had in his What's Beef song, he had a bar where he says, "You ever kill a friend that had to act like you cared? I never been to Iraq, but I'm strapped like I'm there."
Bro, and you believe it. Like bro, like it wasn't pretty. Like it wasn't all pretty with metaphors, and the bars wasn't set up the way it should be set up in certain songs, like how Meek would do it. But AR just gave you the real when you go, damn. You get what I'm saying?
I believed him. That's the thing. Like, I believe you.
I believed him. I believed him. I was like, yo, he's real. Like whatever that is, that's real right there. You get what I'm saying? That's a fact. That's a fact.
Shout out to Timmy. All right, I'm putting the phone down. I just gotta listen. This Kung Fu virus is whooping my ass with headaches. I can't even keep looking at the phone because of migraines. Damn, Timmy.
Yo, get well, Timmy, man. Get well. That shit going around, bro. Get well. Rest up,
man.
You know
Stay safe out there, bro.
Facts, bro. Get well, man.
Get well to Timmy. Happy New Year, bro. Shout out to Corey. Listen to Dark Low and Benny the Butcher ripped apart. Yo, Dark Low, Benny the Butcher, and Dark Low 38 Special had one of my favorite Dark Low tracks from last year. He had a track with 38 Special. I think it was, what was it? Vultures or something like that. Nah, yo, my man. No, Shots Ringing. Yeah, I was actually gonna use it for the Shots Fired intro.
Yo, you still do that? Yo, you still do the I gotta ask you still be airing people out, man? I forgot what it's called exactly.
The firing range.
The firing range. You still do that? I haven't seen that in a minute.
I do, but I haven't
been on your best behavior. I'm proud of you.
No, it ain't even that. I'm just tired of YouTube. I need a break. So
gotcha.
I haven't been uploading. Like I haven't been on my A game this season because I really need like a 2-week break from YouTube. But I'm trying not to take it till after the Super Bowl. But nah, trust me. Any other season, Aaron Rodgers done lied. Freaking Kyler Murray done beat by the Lions. Oh, people would have got lined up if I actually cared this year. People would have got lined up. You know what I'm saying? But I just I need a good 2-week break from YouTube. I do. I need a break. You know, everybody need a vacation, and I think mine is due. Shout out to Corey Harris. Black Thought is the best Philly rapper.
I agree with that. My apologies. I agree with that.
It all depends on what you like. The music is so relatable. It all depends on what you relate to.
I agree, but again, for me saying I'm a guy that listens to lyrics, then Black Thought got to be number one out of Philly. then
But
beans,
I'll put it to you this
etc.,
way, right?
etc.
Let me ask you a question, Eli. From one rap hip hop head to another rap hip hop head, who won between Jay-Z and Eminem on Renegade?
Eminem.
But
Eminem.
if you
And
listen
and
to
the reason
Jay-Z
why
lyrically,
I say because lyrically the flow, the format of it. But if I had to go with feel, then you got to go with Hove. You got to go with Hove on it because the everything he was saying was relatable to what he was
some,
going through at that
some
moment.
real shit. Yeah, he spit some
Yeah,
real shit
absolutely,
on that. It got overlooked
absolutely,
though. It got
absolutely.
overlooked because Eminem was a scatterbrained atheist shooting up nuns in the swimming pool and shit.
Yo, but I think what people are captivated by Eminem for, because right now I think this is the best lyrical Eminem we have ever seen. And what I mean by the best lyrical Eminem we've ever seen, because he has these punchlines and these metaphors and etc. He didn't have that. His flow was more captivating. This is the reason why they love Drake so much. Drake is captivating with his flow, with some punchlines in it. You get what I'm saying? But what made M so hot at that time, nobody was creating words and rhyming words within the word to end the word with the rhyme. You get what I'm saying? With the rhyme scheme. So it was more of a Big Daddy Kane-isk, and I'm sure I'm getting way too technical explaining this, but it was more of a Big Daddy Kane, but modern. But that's the reason why people fell in love with M. That flow was just so unique at that time, and it just killed everything. It killed everything. You get what I'm saying?
Nah,
So
it
shout out
did.
to M,
Literally, because he killed like 1,000,000 people in his songs. Literally.
bruh.
You know what I'm saying? I'm still trying to clean the force up after the Kill You song on the Marshall Mathers LP.
Yo, bro, that which is nuts, which is nuts. But I think that, and I say, let me throw this out there. Speaking of Eminem, and I'm sure we're getting off topic, but I argue this with everyone. I say Eminem doesn't have a classic album. Do you
What?
agree? I don't think Eminem does.
No,
No,
you're bugging. The
Eminem does not
Marshall
have a
Mathers
classic album.
LP is all time great.
The closest thing to a classic album to me is the Eminem Show.
No, Marshall Mathers LP. No, that Marshall Mathers LP is untouchable. What?
Now I'm rating it from. I'm the source. So I don't know if you. I don't know how old you are, but I grew up with the source where it was a 4 mic, 5 mic.
32. I remember the source.
Cool. So all of them was 4. Besides Eminem Show was 4.5.
Eminem Show was cool, but Eminem Show was too. That was the start of Goofy Eminem. I don't like Goofy Eminem. I like
Goofy
Eminem when
Eminem
he
was
was
the Slim
serious.
Shady LP and Marshall Mathers. The most
No,
serious album was the Eminem Show.
No, was it the Marshall Mathers LP was the album with Stan and
Hot.
The Way I Am on it? Nah,
Hot.
he had Kim on it when he slit his girl throat on the highway. Not
All
Marshall Mathers
goofy and
LP was
story
fire.
made up, right? But when you go to the Eminem Show, you got Till I Collapse, you got I'm a Soldier, you got White America, you got all them real political tracks on there where you go, okay, we know, okay, Eminem can touch this bass.
This is
That's
Get
the
Rich or Die
closest to
Trying versus
perfect
Massacre
Eminem.
all over again. This is Get Rich or Die Trying versus Massacre all over again. It
Oh,
really just all comes down to like
the
your personal
preference.
preference.
I feel you.
I like the Eminem. See the thing about the Eminem on the Marshall Mathers LP is he was angry and he was just his flow was impeccable on that album. And he was just spitting it to get on your nerves, and I love that. It's kind of like the reason why the Massacre is one of my favorite albums because it's like the underdog was on top. 50 was the underdog on Get Rich. Now he's a champion of the world, and then he came back with the Massacre to yo. I'm here now, and I ain't going nowhere. Like yo,
I
this
feel
gonna be
you.
my title for a minute, and you can
Listen,
feel that.
I'm gonna give the Massacre one more listen. I'm gonna listen to it 1,000,000 times, but I'm gonna give it another listen tonight just for you.
It's
Just
a
for you.
vibe. The Massacre is a whole vibe. It's like you got to put yourself like you just got to get in the 50s mind frame when you listen to the Massacre. 50, like when you go back and you listen to the Massacre and you put it in context, it's like yo, 50 is trying to top Get Rich or Die Trying, and he's trying to let the world know that he ain't going nowhere. And he came out with that. Yo, 50 Cent was the defending champion of the world on that album. I loved it. My man went out there and defended the belt. And then when you combine the Massacre with the Get Rich or Die Trying soundtrack, what came out later that year with Hustle's Ambition and Game album that had Hated or Love It on it, 0550 might have been the greatest rapper that ever lived.
Might have been. Listen, I'm a 50 fan. Might have been, but I'm not gonna give you, at least live. I'm not gonna give you that title yet until we have our thing. Then we can talk realistically.
Hove duck 50 for 20. He never wanted that smoke. Hove knew better.
Yo, but you know what
never
Hove said,
wanted that
right?
smoke.
When 50 came out, Memphis Bleak, I think, said it, and the people on the Rockefeller. He went to his guys and was like, "Y'all better put out music now." And it was like, "What for, man? We winning." He was like, "Yo, this 50 Cent guy's coming." And he said, when 50 came, that wave just took over. Like he said, we couldn't put out anything.
Yes, he said it on the Breakfast Club. I remember
Facts.
that.
There it is. Yep. Now you remember that. Yep.
And that's what I'm saying. Like, that's the battle I want. We need it because we never got the, because Hove, like, we just never got the. I wanted so bad to get a real 50 Hove track.
Yeah, what you gonna do if I play Brooklyn's Finest, bro?
The one with Biggie on it?
Facts.
Come on, man. Stop. That's like stop. 50.
I'm saying I'm waiting for the combat. But we'll wait. I'm not gonna give you all my track list.
Okay. You play Brooklyn's Finest, then you know what? Since that's a little bit of a, you know what? I could play 50 Cent, you know, just to change the tempo. Cause you know, Brooklyn's Finest got, you know, just to change the tempo. If you play that, I'm gonna hit you with a left hook. You play that, I'm gonna go ahead and drop back down on you. No, so I'm gonna go ahead and drop back down on you.
Listen, one out your chamber. Okay. I still think Brooklyn's Finest take that though.
But Big ain't here to help perform that, so it ain't gonna hit the same.
Bro, you crazy? Listen. Did you see Bone Thugs and 3 6 Mafia? They play Notorious Thugs. That place, I'm sure people at home erupted. And Biggie wasn't there to perform that?
No, but hold on. Here's the difference, though. 3 6 Mafia, bro, crowd gonna fall asleep when they play when he performed Brooklyn's Finest. I'm sorry.
I don't know about that.
I'm sorry.
I don't know about that.
You gotta understand.
But like, I'm not gonna give you the whole chamber. I'm not gonna. That's another show. That's another thing.
Shout out to Prince Castro. I tried to send a clip of the beans joint to Fisk on IG, but you got to follow me back respectfully. I ate beans most of the vids here on the YouTube channel. Yo, Prince, I'm gonna get you a follow back. I definitely got you. Shout out to Timmy. Timmy says, "Appreciate it, fellas. Came back home from Russia for the holidays to catch the Rona a week later. Visiting fam in Ohio. Happy New Year. Fact jacking off." I'm gonna tell Jagged, I'm about to screenshot this, send it to Jagged off, bro. But he gonna know you said this, you know, just for the culture, bro. Cause Jagged off got it too. Jagged off's in quarantine right now, so I think he'll find that funny. I'm gonna send that to him, Timmy. Jagged off will find that funny. Shout out to Prince Castro. Black Thought is only second to Nas. Oh my, y'all, I don't want to hear this Nas shit. Not in the mood. Not in the mood for the Nas.
That's another show. That's another show. That you bugging. Nas is up there, bro.
Not in the mood. Shout out to Corey, who had the best verse on What's Free. Meek, Jay, or Ross. Ooh.
Hove. No, wait.
Oh, say you can see. I don't feel like I'm free. Locked down to my cell, shackled for ankle to feet.
Damn, I think they all delivered.
Judge banging the gavel.
I like Ross on that a lot.
Free.
I like Ross and Meek on that a lot. I ain't gonna hold you.
I'll go Hove too, but that's a tough one.
But I will have to edge Hove, bro.
That's
I
tough.
have to edge it. Yeah.
Nah, my man Hove dropped a whole financial lesson on that verse. I ain't gonna lie to you.
Word.
You gotta get at the Hove. Hove was on one on that track. Shout out to Prince Castro. See, I'm just Marshall Mathers. I'm just a regular guy. I don't know why all the fuss about me.
I feel you. He said, but it was neck and neck. You didn't finish that. He said neck and neck with the Eminem show. You didn't finish that.
No, I love Eminem show because believe it or not, I like goofy.
This is what I want to ask.
So.
I want to ask this chat real quick. I'm sorry for this. I don't mean to cut you off. I want to ask this chat. If you guys want to see more of this hip hop content, let me know right now because I'll jump on any day with Fisk. If you want me and Fisk to go back and forth with some hip hop content, I'm there. I've been looking for somebody to do some hip hop content with. If you guys want to see that, let Fisk know. Hit him up. Hit me up in the Twitter, and me and Fisk will work something out for sure.
When I get my 2-bedroom, right? When I get my 2-bedroom, and I can build my, and I can build my office, and I got the scarecrow mask that's on the screen. I kind of got that. So what I was gonna do was
Yo,
like
you're
I was
not gonna
gonna
go
start.
live with that, are
I'm
you?
going live with the Scarecrow, man. You better believe it. I'm gonna start doing hip hop reactions, like reacting to actual songs and videos. I don't even care about the money. I just want to do it because it's fun. Because I
That's what's
know
up.
they're gonna claim it because it's not my music, so they'll claim it. But I don't care. I just want to do it for the fun.
That's what it
And then
is.
we could do live streams and talk about it. I'm definitely gonna start doing those.
Do it. I'm there. You got my support.
Shout out to Corey. Listen to Max the Demon, white drill rapper. He nice.
I'll give it a
white
listen.
drill rapper. We got Slim Jesus Part 2 or something.
Good God, don't say that name. But go ahead. I'll listen to that. I'll listen to that. Don't say
Yo,
that
his
name.
bars was hot though. That's the sad part. Like he was really if I didn't know who Slim Jesus was and I just heard the song, I said, "Yo, this is hard, son." But once you see him, I was like, "Nah, I can't. I can't listen to him."
Yeah, the vision messed it all up for me. It messed it all up for me. I'm good. I'm gonna pass
Yo,
on
you
that.
gotta admit, he was the hardest rap. I was like, "Yo, who is this dude?"
Nah, I'm
That dude
passing,
said,
son. I can't even give him nothing,
yo,
son. I'm
that
passing.
dude said, that dude said, I
I
got
feel
this
like how you
30
feel with
hand.
Nas. I'm passing. I'm passing on that.
Now, granted, once I knew who Slim Jesus was, I stopped listening to it. But like before I knew who he was, I thought it was the hardest. I was like, yo, who is this dude? Then I was like, oh no, I can't. So I can't get with this. Shout out to Fisk. The government cloned me. That's a clone talking. Hey, bro. Government can't clone Big Fisk. Okay, these genes is once a generation. You can't clone this. All right. Shout out to Scorpion. Yo, Fist, what's your problem with Nas? His beat selection.
Go
Point
listen to
blank
that Magic
period. His
Hour
beat selection.
disease. Go listen to that Kill Man.
Here we go again. These old. How old are you, Eli?
You say he's old?
No, how old are you?
You say he's old?
No, I said how old are you?
38.
Yeah, old heads. So yeah, you
Yo, get out of here. Stop bugging.
They didn't care about beats back in the day. They just wanted to hear some bars. That's why they still. Nas is one of the GOATs. I'm not saying Nas ain't a GOAT. I'm just saying Nas is better on other people's records. Bottom line.
Can we stop this? We'll discuss this another time. We'll
Bro,
discuss.
I'm sorry.
We're gonna give them content they looking for.
His content terrible. God knows Nas beat selections is horrible. Y'all want to talk about the Locks had bad beat selection. Cheap, please. Nas takes the cake for bad beat selection.
Yo, I ain't gonna argue with that. I ain't gonna argue with that. I'm just saying he got some stuff. I ain't gonna argue with that.
But bar for bar, Nas is one of the GOATs, though. It's not even that's not even up for debate. He's hands down one of the GOATs. And I mean that literally, like bar for bar. Ain't a lot of rappers messing with Nas, man. Lyrically and punchline wise, Nas is different.
Yo, bro, if you don't mind, I'm gonna have to wrap up in a sec. I got somewhere to, New Year's Eve. My apologies, brother Fisk.
Oh no, you good? You good. We've been going almost 2.5 hours. You definitely about.
Oh yeah. I figured that, so I figured to get some time and we could talk and do a bunch of stuff. You know.
Facts. Shout out to Corey. Not gonna lie, I got Slim Jesus Warner shots. Yeah, that whole song is fire. That whole Warner shot song is fire.
Listen, Slim it's the type when you listen to it. It's the type when you listen to it and you go, "Oh, that's it." Delete.
It is, but that's the problem. I'm like, once you see him, it's like, gee, I can't listen to it. But if I could I just wish I didn't know what he looked like. Because if I didn't know who he was, I would have thought his music was ill. But once you know who he is, it's like, nah, I can't do this.
You can't tune into that, son. You can't be going down the block with that. I can't
support this.
You were like, yo, who that? Slim Jesus, man. Get out the car. Somebody go Grand Theft Auto you, son. Get out the car. Get out the car, son. You listen to that? Get out the car. Give me your car.
Facts.
Bugging it, bro. No, I'm good.
As a fact. Shout out to Corey, though. Y'all see Cassidy bumping that trash beat. Cassidy, another one. Another one. Oh, my God.
I'm done.
What a waste. Cassidy wasted so many bars on so many whack beats.
Word.
Which is sad because Swiss Beats was his main producer, that's the sad part.
Yo, but Swiss got them joints. He just couldn't hook Cass up. Like he got them joints. He just couldn't hook them up. I don't know what it was.
But the thing
and Cass was nice at that time. I don't know what happened now.
But the problem with Swiss Beats is only good for like hits. Swiss Beats is not a B-side producer. Like Swiss Beats give you hits, but
Agreed.
he's
Just like
not like
Timberland. Just like
yeah,
Timberland.
he's not like Dr. Dre who can give you those mean ass B-side beats too. You know what I'm saying?
I agree. I totally agree.
And that's another thing. 50 Cent got a whole Dr. Dre Eminem bag full of beats. Quit playing with me, bro.
But on that note, let me run.
Yo, anything you need to plug before you go?
Yeah, New York Revival is coming out next year on YouTube platforms. Hopefully, Fist, you can come on and support as well. But New York Revival, exactly how it's spelt on Twitter. You can follow that account. And New York Revival _ on IG. We got some stuff coming out as well with a couple of my hosts as well. And also the New York Giant Therapy Spaces with the Hub Kush, with Pestilence Pest. We do it after every Giants game. Come on YouTube, Twitter Spaces, and just vent your frustrations on the Giants, etc. We also do New York Revival in the middle of the week where Fist Vegas comes on, entertainer, and we just talk about Giants football. But when it comes to this hip hop stuff, you will only hear it right here on Fisk. So tune in the next time we do this for sure.
Facts. Nothing but facts. Yo, it's been a pleasure, man. Probably the best.
Fisk.
This might be the best live stream I've done on the Giants channel, man. This was legendary.
I'm glad to bring that. I'm glad to bring that fun, man. We're gonna do this again. Trust me. We're gonna do this again.
And real quick, before I hit the end broadcast, Capital Mob got it in at the last second. He says, Ghostface and Raekwon will trash everybody. Facts.
What? Shout out to my brothers, man. Shout out to the Woo.
Shout out to the Woo. Lots. Stop.
Yeah, shout out to the Woo. Shout out to my brothers, man.
That's another show, but they ain't messing with Jada Kiss and Styles.
Nah.
That's another show, but they're not messing with Jada and Styles. Like, stop.
Yeah, you're right. All right. No. We Woo affiliate over here, son. Nah, we Woo all day, baby. We'll talk behind the scenes on that, but we Woo all day over here, baby. Shout out to Woo. Shout out to my Woo, man. Shout out to Al Dougie too, man. Shout out to my manager, man. But yeah, we do Woo over here. Shout out.
All right, y'all. We out, man. Hope everybody stay safe tonight, man.